on the beat.
All right. All right. Before I get to the meat and the crux of this video, or this live stream rather, um, I got something in the description box. And yeah, it's this photo that you see is your homeboy being kissed up by a white dude. But anyway, um, let me say this straight up. And oh, shout out to Sexy Red. If you check the live stream, the link is in the description box on my Big J Triple X channel. You will see where people said, "Well, Big J, you was right. This was going to happen." And shout out to Tanya Sweat. Shout out to her. I tagged her in the title of this video because I've been telling people this was going to happen, and I've been saying that for at least a good year and a half, if not if not if not for the past two years. This is about to happen. Um, hold on. Yeah, hey Tanya, thank you for the shout out. Um, thank you for the shout out on Sexy Red's channel. By the way, morning to Hammer Time, and when is your reparation alternative plan coming out? I gotta work on that. Miss Sun Kiss. It's very. I'm trying to condense the plan down. I'm trying to condense it. Um, and I don't want to. I don't want that plan to be. Um, I don't want that video to be extra boring. And how I would I don't want to be extra boring and tedious and very descriptive. So I'm gonna try to condense that plan down. So anyway, back to the topic, right? It's yeah. So yeah, I've been predicting the demise of Fresh and Fit because this has been a long time coming. The writing was on the wall a long time ago. When Tommy Sotomayor, right? No, no, you know what? Let me go a little bit earlier than that. There was a Caucasian woman, a white woman by I forgot her name now because I did email her for an interview. I forgot her name. Well, she was a bodybuilder, and she was on Fresh and Fit uh, show when they kicked her out um because she stood up for herself. And then there was this Hispanic woman, um and there was a black woman, and and those two guys, and also that old Nick, that idiot with the beard who's always in the background, the third host, who's always putting his face in the camera, doing the thumbs up. They was mistreating the women on that panel, and also what happened behind the scenes. Um, if I'm not mistaken, one of those ladies got pregnant by I think that was the light skinned one, right? And she went and roasted him, all that. So, well, anyway, when I saw that what they did back 3 years ago, I knew then the writing was on the wall. Then came in 2022 or 21, if I'm trying to remember, uh, when when Tommy Sotomayor was a guest on that show, and him and that woman had that fight, that fist fight on that show. Then there was another incident when Alba and Preach showed up on over there, and when they showed up, they went to their house, not say what's up, knock on the door, say hey what's up. I gotta give it was Alba and Preach, and there was another duel, if I'm not mistaken, that showed up at their front door and said, "Hey, what's up? Come on outside and handle this like men." I remember that, right? So that's when I said, the writing's on the wall, right? But the thing is, the hubris of of both Myron and the other guy whose name I can't, I forgot his name, is very astounding. Like, you should have stopped while you are ahead. All that foolishness last year, this year, wearing the having Nick Fuentes on your show, your dealings with Pearl, um, and all that. And when Flocka Fresh, yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. When Flocka Fresh was on there, I hope I got his name right. When no, Flocka, yeah, when Flocka was over there, right? Knowing that he was a mainstream personality, when he was asked all those sexist and misogynistic questions and all that, when he got up and left, that should have been told them is your time is about to be up. There was too many examples. What happened with the Nation of Islam dude. I forgot the one that used to be on Sean Hannity. He's from the Nation of Islam. All of the people he had beef with, Umar Johnson, so forth, and they told him they was going to do something to them. You're talking too much of that foolishness. And I said, the time was about to be up, and all that hubris. And it's like what it said in the Bible, the pride before the fall, and all that pride and everything else, right? But there was one thing though, and I'm glad O'Shea brought this up, right? I'm glad O'Shea brought this up because Fresh and Fit kept crying about, "Oh, we losing our money." Well, Well, I guess they forgot about them flagging other people's channels because I forgot about that. Because even the lead attorney, they tried to flag down the lead attorney. They went after Kevin Samuels. They tried to go after their own, the person that actually influenced them, Kevin Samuels. Then they try to do something else to other people's channels that was similar to them. They try to flag down the other red pill channels down on the back end. So I just Waka Flocka. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts here. Thank you, Israel and Ms. Son Kiss in the chat room. And I just it's like how many bad things going to happen until somebody going to decide to pull the plug on you. And let me expand this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have not forgot about it, Candy Cane. The association uh to Andrew Tate, actually to the Tate brothers, to both Andrew and his brother, Nick Fuentes, Pearl, somewhat Pearl, that kind of put Pearl in the back. So yeah, that's all, um they were racing against Alvin Free. Yeah, yeah. So all of that, came to be about, all that came back to bite me in the behind. And now they are trapped on Rumble. Well, I hate to tell them this, but Rumble, if you know what's going on Rumble, and I know Rumble is not giving them the money either. Okay, because Rumble is also cleaning house. Whether y'all know it or not, Rumble ain't playing with y'all either. Because there are a lot of red pill people and a lot of Trump supporters over there. They're not getting paid by demonetization on Rumble. Now, I am on Rumble. I do got a channel on Rumble. I'm getting my money on Rumble. That's where I make. That's where I made my money at. Right. I know people gonna say, "Well, Big J, not many people watching yet, but people are donating money to my to that donation button I got over there." Right. That's how I make my money though, on my interviews, all of that. Right. But anyway, that's besides the point. We put a pat on my back because a lot of y'all think this is lame. Y'all think my channel's lame and all that. But anyway, back to the point. Um, this is gonna bite him. This is only the beginning, and it's not going to end with Fresh and Fit. All right. This is not going to end with just Fresh and Fit. This is the beginning of the end. Fresh and Fit is just notorious. So we saw somebody now a few hours ago, somebody on YouTube, y'all might know who I'm referring to, tried to be the Suge Knight, right? Try to be the Suge Knight on you in this sector, YouTube. Well, he thinking because what happened to Fresh and Fit, he wants to eliminate what he called the simps, right? He's trying to eliminate the simps. And my thing is, well, nigga, because like he's also mad that Fresh and Fit did not put him on their channel and so, right? Because he also going after them sideways. But at the same time, I hate I would love to tell him, Negro, you're next. You're next. You're next on the chopping block. This is not going to end with just Fresh and Fit. They're going to expand this to you, expand it to Obsidian. They're going to expand that to Rollo Tomasi. They're going to expand that to any other of the Red Pill, SYSBM, and Master channels. I hate to tell y'all that this is just the beginning. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. And I told people back then, they're going to wait until the election season. They're going to wait until the election season. Big J, why are you saying that? Well, let me tell you something. Rumble, I'm gonna use Rumble as an example. Do y'all realize that the very first Republican primary debates are on Rumble and on Fox? So yes, if you go on Rumble, you will have the GOP debates live on Rumble. Rumble needs some money, and because of the red pill content is so toxic and so poisonous that they're going to have to dial back on. And in the case of Rumble, they got to dial back on the red meat, while on YouTube, because YouTube is run by what y'all would consider people who are more liberal. They're going to get y'all up on out of here because the business model has changed. The business model on YouTube has changed, and people have not realized that yet. They're getting y'all out of here. They just changed the community guidelines 2-3 months ago. They just admitted the community guidelines 2-3 months ago. They're ready to get you Negroes out of here because they view y'all as part of the the Trump machine. Because a lot of y'all espouse sexist and racist content on y'all's channel, and don't even try to say we're not racist. No, we're not sexist. Yo, yeah, yes, you are. Because shame, blame, and explain is a sexist ideology. If all y'all do is come online and call women B's, H's, and all of that, and having panels, and I saw what Anger Man was saying. Anger Man said something stupid today while he's trying to be the Suge Knight on YouTube, trying to make excuses on the people who are extremists. No, Negro, your fans, your fan base, and the black manosphere, what you had created an atmosphere of contention that is not going to be it's not positive. So, Anger Man, you're going to get got too, along with the people who created the manosphere. Oh, and let me say this now. I know I just said the manosphere, right? I know I'm just saying on the men's channels, right? Well, let me help y'all out too. It's going to be on your women's too. On these women's channels, they're going to get affected too. Okay? Because it's not just the men's channels, it's going to be those women's channels too. You divestors, you BWE types, y'all channels are about to be affected too. These channels talking about how black men should be hung from trees and all of that, or this one woman talk about we want white men to exterminate black men. All right, her, the one that hang around with that fake DJ over there, right? They're gonna go after them too, okay? Because people are getting tired now. They got to clean house for 2024. And this is not nothing new. This happened during the ad apocalypse about 8 years ago. But this time it's going to be worse because YouTube and these social media companies, they want to save Section 230. Okay, they are scared that if the Democratic Party wins both houses of Congress in the next election, no matter who is president, Section 230 will be in danger, and they know that. That's why I want Section 230 to be eliminated, because some of y'all should be gone off of YouTube. Okay, I want y'all gone too, because y'all really are affecting the culture, not trying to make things better. Okay, so I know people are clapping their hands on Fresh and Fit, and yes, Fresh and Fit is the first of many that's about to fall into the wayside. They're being watched. Everybody's being watched. I told people this years ago. And let me put this up. Hold on. Let me put this up, because people try to ridicule me when I put this up, right? When I put this up about 3 years ago, y'all sit there and say, well, Big J, you're this, you're that, you're lame. Well, if they got y'all's names on the dossier, no, let me say this. I scratch that back. Y'all's speaking to black men. There's no black faces. There's no black names on that dossier, like Kelly C. Fitzgerald. Y'all's names is not on there. But I tell you what, though. I tell you what, y'all are linked with them, because that study links to your boy Obsidian, and that dossier has each of those white dudes up in this picture right there. But here's Obsidian, who's being circled right in the middle of that picture. They're going after the white dudes. Sooner or later, that person who's in the middle being circled, they're gonna come after him next, and any black person who's associated with Obsidian is going to get got to. Okay, I mean, sooner or later, it's going to happen. I'm sitting there trying to, I'm over there chuckling at the fact at people um like AM1, and I shake my head at Man of Tomorrow, MOT. I shake my head like, why y'all trying to rebuild the manosphere, knowing the fact the government is watching? Okay, knowing the fact that the government is watching these channels. Oh, I've been striking and striking like crazy. Hey, mate, it's coming. It's coming. Don't even worry about it. It's coming. It's coming. They're just trying to starve off Congress right now, because they don't want to look bad. But when there is a threat of one political party about to win both houses of Congress, they're going to sit there and knock all these people out, because they're trying to save Section 230, because they don't want that, you know, they don't want Section 230 to be eliminated, because whatever is said on these panels, they will be responsible for it. Google, Facebook, TikTok, who names it, you name it, will be can be sued by any individual based on the content that's being presented. Okay, they will be held liable. So by 2024, next summer, who depends on who is the president presidential candidate, they're going to get that person. They're going to get these channels knocked off. And let me say this too: if you think I'm just talking about the men's channel, I'm talking about the Cynthia G's of the world, her channel, the divestors channels, these man hating channels. Go DJ, Mr. DJ, I'm talking to you. And those like I'm trying to figure out what's that other channel. Um yeah, because when it comes to Cynthia G, when she talked about the deaths of Bacardi Henderson and what happened to Bolton John in Dallas, video she made about black men being shot and saying that they deserve to be shot because they're bullet bags, they're going to be affected too. Okay? That's all I gotta say. And Tanya TKO, her ass is gonna be affected too. Okay? Everybody is gonna get, if you making all this toxic content on YouTube for years and nothing ain't happening, guess what? It's gonna affect them because these social media companies are scared to have Section 230 to be eliminated. So they're getting rid of everybody's channels who spew the nonsense. See, I'm looking at the bigger picture of this. And it's coming. Fresh and Fit is just the beginning. Oh yeah, and Joe, your boy Reg, his channel gonna be on block. His channel gonna be on a chopping block. Especially when we make all the rumors about women and shit. You know what's going on? What's going on, American Negro? Man, I don't know why, man. I don't know why, man. You worry about the Christian the prison cure and them. You know, yeah. All of them are going down. No, Jersey. Sorry. The women will be affected because once the manager is gone, the divestors and the BW is going to fall in place along with them. Hold on, they they're getting the pro blacks in the channel in their channels that spread information. Yeah, yeah. They're already hitting on these pro black channels. They're already popped them up on the side of the head. But y'all say Big J's lame, right? You know, I told people this for years. You know, y'all say Big J, you lame, your channel's lame, dot. And let me say this too, Sister George, because you allowed Mr. Fantastic to run rush out of your channel is gonna be on block on the chopping block too, because you allow Big Truck and Mr. Fantastic and all them, because they're going, they're looking at everybody's channels now, and also the content. Y'all better find something else to talk about other than black women or black men and how awful each other's side and all them sex based, gender based, all these gender wars and all the demo type of videos and content. Y'all better clean that shit up for real. Y'all better clean that up just because it's coming to a theater near you. All right, to a theater near you. You know, so that's listen. No, don't even worry. Don't worry about Pearl May because it's going to happen to because Pearl is going to get it too. Because Pearl, they see Pearl and they see Pearl's friend. What's the name? Film Cell, Sapien. they're gonna target both of them. Pearl and Fearful Sapien, both of them, since they are connected to Andrew Tate, and they're connected to Fresh and Fit and so forth, they're going to fall along with them. It's coming. All you gotta do is wait. And I say next year, in 2025, whoever is the new president in the new Congress, and I'm assuming that Congress is gonna go blue. And I think, depending on if Biden runs or not, I think the Republicans gonna have the White House. Okay, so Section 230 is gonna be in danger, and those social media companies need to keep Section 230 in up, so they won't be liable for the sexism, for the racism, for whatever, the homophobia. And I noticed ever since what happened on Anton Daniels' channel uh with uh the transsexual woman that was on that panel, and everybody wanted to roast this woman. Do y'all realize y'all are about to get got behind that? Because see, every black channel was roasting this transsexual person, this transgender person. Do y'all realize it's gonna affect y'all's channels too? That's why I ain't saying anything about it. And I'm gonna say right now, hey, listen, the way I see it is this: the chicken's about to come home to roost, and it does not make me sad. It makes me glad. Okay, and I'm just gonna say, hey, the writing was on the wall, and it's been on the wall for a very long time, and too many people on here are have this hubris about them, and about themselves, that they believe in their own uh, accrement. I use that term rather than the term I would like to use. So yeah, this is just the beginning. So anyway, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, right, right, right. The he she is a protected class. Pearl is going down because Nick. Oh yeah, oh yeah, of course, yeah, of course, yeah, she is. You know, of course they are. Oh, and let me say something too, because I got to be petty. I got to be petty. May, you might know who I'm referring to, May. Let me say this too, right? How are you going to make a video, a live stream, using other people's content, while at the same time you copyright strike other people who use your content, while your content is playing other people's videos? You see, you see, the thing is, I'm waiting for his downfall too. I'm waiting for his downfall too. It's coming. It's coming. Because it's so stupid, so lame, you know. See, but me, I'm not playing with him. I'm not going to joke with him. I'm not going to sit there and have these conversations with him, because he been flagging everybody's channels and stuff. And I see what he and that cohort are doing. hold on. This just hilarious. Yeah, I know. I'm watching his sub count. I'm watching his view count. Ever since I left that platform. I know every day he's losing subs and views. Ever since though, uh, I left that channel, and since I told him what time it was, and I told him to go kiss my ass. I noticed he been decreasing on his subs, decreasing on his views. And my thing is, I would like to tell the other man that's on that channel to grow him some balls, and stop allowing those people over there to disrespect him. Am I right? Stop allowing people on that channel to disrespect you. Yeah, yeah, his ass is lost. And then the lawyer chick. Oh yeah, I'm going to be petty. Listen, didn't I say that? Didn't I say that last month that was going to happen? The FBI chick over there, the FBI super agent. Right, right, and that's true right there. That's true. Cause I'm tired of looking at him. I'm tired of him being disrespected. And I'm like, dude, do you realize some of them people over there are disrespecting you? Do you realize people over there are disrespecting you over there? You know, I'm just saying. The dis and you know, see the thing is the old bald headed nigga is treating him like a son, like a pet pride project. You know, he tried to treat him as a pet project. You know. Oh, and by the way, let me say this too. This is to the lawyer chick. You've been blocked by the way. You've been blocked. And I said on my other channel, I tag you by mistake, but you still block. Yeah, I block you. So don't even worry about me. Don't worry about come over here no more, because you always come over my channel talking all that foolishness, and I got rid of you. Because I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with that nigga who you hang around with. I'm not. Because y'all some lying ass people. Hold on. The Romans you used to send an animal out there to be eaten by beasts. That's what they do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that. I see that. I see that. I'm like, dude, you know, like like that one time they called him BBC. And I'm like, okay. Y'all don't see a problem. Y'all went up to a black man, call him Mr. BBC, talking about him in any type of way about his penis. Then I asked the question. See, actually asked the question. Okay, if he would have done that to y'all and talking about how tight your JJ are and how big your booty is and how much he want to clap those cheeks, right? And call y'all 304s, oh, it will be a problem. Y'all wouldn't like that. So why would y'all do that to him? Then then on then on top of that, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. No, no, you can't say that because they already got that. Hammerhand, the white dude, the white manosphere dude by the name of Hammerhand. They got him. They got him. He can't make not one penny off of YouTube anymore. So that's what I'm saying. They're not going after the black master. They're going after the entire manosphere. They're going to go after all of them because it happened to Hammerhand, and sooner or later they're going to go after Sandman. Sandman is next. Sandman is next. Sandman's next. So I'm waiting for Sandman. Yeah, but yo, are they going to target the black channels? Yes, they are. They are. All you got to do is wait. It's coming. It's coming. They're cleaning house on these sites. And yes, I'm not just talking about YouTuber, and Facebook. I'm also talking about Rumble too, because Rumble stopped giving the white dudes, white people on Rumble are hooping and hollering while they are not getting the donation funds. Okay, BGS. Since though you are here, guess what? All that line you have done, all the line that you. Oh, and let me say something too. Let's talk about that Discord server, BGS. Some of that Discord server because Gino was over here last night. Gino was over here last night. So we know though he called the FBI on y'all. I'm just saying because he was over here last night talking about it. Anyway, let me get back to the topic. It happened before. The time to change the culture. It's time to change the culture. You can't just be going around here. It's like what Professor uh, Galloway said. Do not act stupid, BGS. Don't act stupid. Don't let's not act let's not act silly, act like we don't know shit. I don't know what it is. Anyway, where was I at? Um, I forgot where I was at. I was distracted by the master teacher. He was in my chat room. What's going on, Cassandra Brown? What's going on with you? Yeah, the master of SEB. Yeah, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is the master of shame, blame, and explain. The teacher of shame, blame, and explain. You know, and it's like what Professor Scott Galloway said, right? Professor Scott Galloway said in an interview the other day that the problem is when Andrew Tate, people who follow Andrew Tate and that ideology are falling into the hands of fascism and are they more acceptable to fascist beliefs? That's why you see a lot of dudes. And yes, the master teacher, hold on. The master teacher right here said this. We're going to use Pearl. Maybe the master teacher who's in my chat room, maybe he needs to look up what Professor Scott Galloway from the New York, from NYU, from NYU said about y'all are getting in bed with the fascists. He's not the only. He's not the only person who said it. Y'all are in bed with the fascists, and you say, "Pearl, we're gonna use Pearl because we're gonna use her." Scott Galloway called y'all out on CNN. On I forgot that Saturday morning show. He's on. It comes on Saturday morning. Joe Mesh show. It starts with an S. It's SCAMLISH. I can't. I think that's how you pronounce the guy's name or spell his name out. We're going to use Pearl. Pearl's in bed with the fascists. Your boy AJ ain't seen red is in bed with the fascists. Because I'm telling like it is. I'm going to tell like it was. I'm going to tell how it's going. Yeah, him. Yes. Yes, him. Yes, Scott Galloway was on Shemesh. Was it Shemesh's? I can't pronounce the name. Was on his show about 6 months ago talking about the manosphere. He actually was talking about the manosphere on CNN. And he said these guys on here are being fed into a far right ideology because let me say some BGS and people like BGS don't want to talk about the education of boys. They want to blame everything on women. Well, if you got a society that gave that I'm gonna say it's like this, that gave women, I'm using the word, hold on. See, unlike BGS, my studies are more updated. Right? Hold on. Let me find my charts, right? Let me find my charts. Let me go ahead and find my charts. I think I got it saved somewhere. See, hold on. Where is it at? It's this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That one's different. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So this is what BJS cannot seem to grasp, right? BJS cannot seem to grasp is that the reason why there is a disparity between men and women in a dating world is because women are more educated than men are. So if women are hypergamous, well, women are going to seek somebody of a higher level than where they're at. That's why you've seen a lot of these guys calling you daddy. That's why a whole lot of people calling you daddy, BGS. See, a lot of them, because they listen to you because you give them false information, or better yet, no, in your case, outdated information. You giving those 20-something-year-olds, those 30-something-year-olds, outdated information. Now I know what you can do, BGS. You're going to do a video. You're going to invite people to show up to your coliseum, and then when somebody say something to you on the panel, it's not going to be a one-on-one. You going to have your cohorts jumping in there, just like Everett Anderson and them. They like to jump on the conversation and do all this gang up though, because they're not man enough to take the talk one-on-one. It just means you write a long paper. Just saying. What's going on, V-Dub? You YouTubers at Umar Johnson was said, yeah. You know? Yeah. So Yeah. So this is just the beginning. And yes, Fresh and Fit has stabbed everybody in the back though, pretty much. You stab everybody in the back who has supported him or had the same ideology as him. I mean, let's not, to be fair, but like I said, yeah, I know everybody focused on Fresh and Fit, but I'm looking at people like Hammerhand, and I'm looking at some of them those Trump supporting channels, and those MGTOW channels. They're being cut down at the same time. So it's not just for Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit is just the large platform. That's why this has been taking notice. You know. So anyway, I'm gonna get off. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna do my. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave these. I'm gonna leave these YouTube clowns alone for a while, and I'm gonna concentrate on what a Misfit Son kid said. Because I promised people I was going to do that. Hold on. Where's that comment she made? Yeah. I'm gonna start working on that the on that reparations thing, and yeah, yeah. That is my next project because I got the counter um what the I got to counter the conventional wisdom, for lack of a better word, this conventional wisdom about cutting the check. Um, no, you can't just cut the check. It has to be bigger. It has to be on a more of a. It has to be structured in a way where it can't be taken away from you. Um, that's my alternative to reparations. I got to do that plan. All that. Hold on. Wait, hold on. BJS, you come on here and you said that May can't take out a wet paper bag, but BJS, when the last time you have debated somebody of your own education and age? Let me ask BJS again. 'Cause I'm not sure he heard me the first time. So BJS, when was the last time you had debated somebody who's college educated, highly college educated, and at the same age range, and who is a man? No. I'm not your. Listen, you old enough to be my daddy, BJS. You old enough to be my daddy. See, you are a baby boomer. I'm an '80s baby, right? I'm an '80s baby. So I'm you already look down on me anyway. I'm asking a question. Is there anybody who's college educated, highly college educated, above a bachelor's degree, somebody who's in academia, and somebody your age? Have you debate anybody at that level? That's what I asked. That's what I asked, BJS, because I'm in my early 40s, right? And you almost 70. So you about halfway halfway in your 60s and your 70s. So let's not go there. All right? And I know you're not going to answer the question. The answer is no. Because and I know you like the son. You're looking for sons, BGS. You're looking for sons on here. Who is DC Dollar Will? Who is that? Who is that? DC Dollar Will. Who is that? That makes no sense. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. She said, "Oh, I forgot. You don't recognize female former education." Oh, okay. Okay. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Now, BJS, why is it that you're arguing with a woman? I thought that men are supposed to be stoic, and I thought black men in general, are supposed to be stoic and logical, and not emotional. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. I'm using your words, not mine. You know, using your words, not mine. Okay, I'm just saying. You know, say hi to the lady, BJS. Anyway, so yo. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I think I said enough. Um, what happened in Fresh and Fit is just the beginning. It's not gonna end as y'all think. Y'all think it will be. Well, let me be fair, right? Let me be fair. It's not so far, I should say. It's not going to be because anything can happen, but by looking at how things are, what happened to Fresh and Fit's channel, what happened to the Hammer Hands channel, what happened to search some of these red pill content channels, uh, you know, within a week, I think though they are going after the red pill channels. So I could be wrong, you know. I'll be man enough to say, hey, I could be wrong, but I doubt it though. You know, I doubt it. Oh, I see Mr. Rucker got his channel back. I see Mr. Rucker got his channel back, or you got yourself a new one. But yeah, talking about prenup. You ain't talking no prenup, Mr. Rucker. But like I said, once the management channels get get uh get knocked down a peg or two, so will the investors and the BWE channels. So hold on. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. If you're in if you're an indication of education, then we're in a heap of trouble. Well, wait a minute. Wait, whoa, 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 BJS, BJS, BJS. Help me out with this, right? How can you say what you just said to May when some of the things that come out, some things that you would say or have said it's been outdated and has been incorrect. We only just begun. Yeah. Yes. 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 BJS. Your talking points. Green Gorilla's talking points. Roger reports talking points. AJ seen Red's talking points. Who else? Obsidian's talking points. All y'all's talking points is outdated. You know, black women, since though did we are black, since I think all the people who in the chat room is black, um, your assertion about black women and how they rose above what above black men, you're looking at it like, oh, the Monahan report proves that black women are the problem. When the Monahan report is just a plagiarized study by Franklin E. Frazier. When Franklin E. Frazier died in 1957 or 58, I forgot. Be 6 years before the 5 6 years before the Monahan report came out. So how can Monahan is correct when that study was based upon a man who was dead 6 years prior, which was based off a study off of a book that was published in 1939. And then you keep talking about welfare. Well, you never include welfare reform in your analysis, because how can you talk to a bunch of 80s babies who was born in the 80s and 90s, people, millennials who was born in the 80s and 90s, when the Clinton Gingrich welfare reform was passed in the mid 1990s. You can't, so those rules that you pull out about black men being kicked out the household and everything else can be disproven by welfare reform. Not to mention that King v. Smith Supreme Court case of 1968 says you can't kick the man out the household. That was started by a black woman, by the way. I'm just saying, I know these facts hurt, but like I said, I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell it like it was. I'm gonna tell how it's going to be. And I know it hurts you and your sons on your channel, and Anger Man's channel, and O'Shea's channel, and Phil the Advice Show's channel, and AJC Red's channel, and all these little ridiculous statements y'all be saying is outdated. Outdated, and it's wrong. You know, like that whole. I hear AJC Red, or I think no, it wasn't AJ. It was I forgot his name. I think it was Marvel 318 going to say something stupid about black women had the most abortions. Yeah, black women had the most abortions. I'm like, well, Negro, okay, Negro, if that's the case, what is the the average income of the average black woman or the average black family between 1973 and 1990 in the year 2000, right? Look at that, the median income, and then look at how much it costs for an abortion. So how can black women abort all those black babies when she did not have the money to do all of those procedures? People is being lied to, because it costs $6,000 to $7,000 to abort a baby, to abort a child, to have an abortion, where the median income is less than $30,000. Nobody's going to take and have abortion after abortion after abortion on a yearly basis when your median income does not match the cost of having an abortion. I get tired of these stupid ass arguments, these outdated arguments, these arguments y'all got from white conservative men who are racist as hell, but y'all went here and went along with it. So that's why I asked the question, BJS. When the last time you have debated somebody who's at your age, around your age, who's a college professor, who's college educated, I should say. And it's like what Ramil said, and like what Ramil and Tyneside City said. These old heads and their talking points got to go. These talking points got to go. It's no longer true. It doesn't hold weight. But like what Eichmann said, I think it was Eichmann or what's that the propaganda minister Goebbels? I think it was Goebbels or Eichmann, right? Goebbels or Eichmann said in the 1930s, as they were taking over power in Germany, if you tell a lie long enough, the people will start to believe it. Even if though you tell a lie, and the lie is mathematically, the mathematics cannot compute, y'all still going to believe it. Just like the abortion argument. Black women have the most abortions. Okay, then what's the income? What's the income of the average black woman? Take that, or the average black woman versus the average cost of having an abortion. You can't add it up. I said the average cost, Doug. And no, and Doug, I'm talking about 1973 dollars here. I'm talking about in 1973 to 19 into the late 90s, before the abortion pill came out and such. We're not talking about the abortion pill where it cost. No, we're talking about from the 1970s into the rest of the 20th century alone. It doesn't add up. And notice BGS is still talking to May, but he don't want to address what I said. I want y'all to notice that. I want you to know BGS is still focusing on May. Oh, a DNC was 300. I said the average. Okay, really? Then what was the average income of a black woman, BGS? What was the average income? See, you have to have the average income versus the average cost of the procedure. While you are regurgitating your Earl Butts, um, you got your Earl Butts argument, your Lee Atwater argument, your Bill Bennett argument, your Dan Quayle argument, your Patrick Buchanan arguments. You know, that's all. That's all y'all regurgitating. Look it up, fool. Oh, somebody's emotional today. Somebody is being emotional today. I thought though, man, you were supposed to be logical, BJS. I thought you were supposed to be a logical man. I thought you were supposed to be the master teacher. I thought you were supposed to be logical. Hold on, May. You turned down. Oh, wait a minute. That's 60K. Oh, I wouldn't turn down on 60K anyway. Um, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I said enough. I ruffled somebody's uh uh. Okay, Doug. See, I'll go back and look, Doug. I'll go back and look, but I'm gonna look at the average cost. I'm gonna look at the average cost of an abortion and the average income, and look at the number of abortions. I'll look it up. I'm not as you know, I'm not I'm more humble. I'm not as arrogant as BGS. All right, I wish I can be arrogant. I want to be as arrogant as BGS, but he got such a, you know, I mean, he the problem with BGS is I can't I won't allow him to be his son. All right, I won't allow myself rather. I won't allow myself to be his son, and that's really that's why though he's mad. That's why he's in the chat room mad because he knows because my intellect and my character, he thinks I could be a great addition with him and Charles Faulkner and Edward Anderson. He thinking though I can be a great addition to be one of his loyal followers. So we're not talking about DNC. We're talking about the average cost of abortion. The average cost versus the average income. Without even looking it up, there's no way that the procedure costs $6,000, much less. That's why I said average cost, Negro. But I know why you mad, B, just because you're mad because I won't allow myself to be in your circle. I won't be under your under your wing. That's why, BGS. Oh, what's going on? Film from the chat. What's going on with you? Yeah, and my problem with BGS and them, the internet. See, here is my problem with people like BGS and Angerman and Tommy and them is that all these content creators, right? YouTube, no, the internet, black men had the best opportunity in the world to create something that would um that will move the the, the flow of money, the flow of power, the flow of in intellect, right? Right? And the issue is black men thought that SEB, shame, blame, and explain, shaming people was going to be the best route. See, see when like I did my when I started doing YouTube videos, my the first three videos I have ever done was about how to fix society, what laws need to be passed, what to do about black on black crime, how other fix the economics and so forth. But people online wants to do the, oh, it's the black woman, it's the she's 304, black dating. Why, how come the black woman does not respect me? Well, Negro, let me sound like, let me say it like this to BJS. The only way black men is going to get any respect is that if he attains power, and when he gets power, he takes that power and use it for a force of good. That's when black men will be seen in a different light. Um, y'all could have used that time when y'all was creating the black manosphere to go that route, but no, y'all decided to you know um, talk about what's under woman's clothes, um, roast women, gang up on other men who disagree with y'all. Y'all not politically minded. Y'all not even business minded. To tell you the truth. Wait, hold on. Can I please hit the link and chime in? Well, okay. Well, I was going to end it. I was going to end it, but here I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link. Since though you from the UK, I'll give you the link because I was going to end this. It's kind of early in the morning over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right, right. And that's the point. It's about distraction. BB, you got to pay attention, BB. You got to pay attention, BB. You said you still believe black women want black men to have power. No, I'm saying, BB, that black men don't want power. They rather talk about women.
Hey, Big J.
Yeah, what's going on, Tanya?
Oh, nothing. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine.
I just came up here to say, morning to you, and don't worry about anybody else here.
No,
You've been,
I
you've
know.
been,
I get. Yeah, I get. I get it. But I'm making my point. I'm getting
yeah.
my. I'm trying. I'm trying to destroy the talking points because these
Okay.
talking points got to go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna learn from you, Big J. How
You
to
got.
how, how to
Listen.
handle my channel and everything else. I'm learning from you, man. Shoot.
All right. Yeah, I want these talking points dead because these talking points has been outdated.
Okay. Okay.
No. Okay. Hold on. BB. You didn't listen to the
Oh.
entire. I said if these black men want respect from black women. Didn't I use the word if? Did I say the word if earlier?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. I'm not saying we should get respect from black women. I said if you want respect from these women, then you got to do X, Y, and Z. That's what I said.
Yeah, I heard you say that 100 times already.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why people really can't comprehend. They always leave out a word out.
Yeah, that's why I'm learning from you, man. I learn from anybody else but you, man. I always have respect for you, so I want respect too from anybody else here. So that's it for me.
Hey,
Hmm.
hey, hey, BGS, how can you say F their respect when you were begging them to do, you were begging them to come back to the table? How can you say F their respect while at the same time, a few weeks ago, and still until currently you want these women to come back to the table? How does that work, BGS? How does that work? And we know, man, you hit the link, BGS. We know though you won't hit that link. But I'm sorry, Israel, Adam, go ahead and speak, Adam.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave right now, Big J. But I just wanted to come up and say hi to you. That's all. And
Okay,
I'm gonna learn from you how to handle my. I'm learning from you how to
all
handle
right,
my channel there, Big J. Man, you're peaches.
all right, then, I appreciate it, man. I
But
appreciate
thank you.
it.
I ain't that old, Big J. Man, Dad.
All right, all right,
Uh-huh. See you later.
all right. Then have a good one.
You too.
Hmm. What's going on, Adam?
Yeah. That's happening, BJ. Morning, morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I hit the link because I've realized that a lot of like the blackmail talking points from wider YouTube is now starting to hit the UK, and it's starting to become a little problematic over here. And that so it's on. And long story short, BJ, I've realized since 2019, a lot of these dudes in this space are a bunch of clowns. That example, like you said, that guy, Man of Tomorrow, that guy has no say on women. I mean, that guy needs to focus on losing weight the size that he is. I'm not being rude or anything, but I just
Ooh,
gotta be honest, you know what I mean? And it's that all that when you hear these talking points that women what's it? That I have to give you your flowers, BJ, when you saying these talking points. One of the talking points that I hate is this thing about what's it? Women over 30 are hit the wall expired. I'm just thinking, you know, little boys, but you don't think you are kicking game. And you don't think that women over 30 are expired and what's it, are throwaways. You man are joke, man.
and my thing is this though, right? The people who are saying that women are hitting the wall at age 25 or 30, something like that. If you look at them, like, well, Negro, some of y'all hairline back of your head. Some of y'all's, some of y'all have diabetes. Some of y'all out here walking around with, you know, with with high blood pressure. So who you talking about hitting the wall? They got no business trying to tell anybody hitting the wall when they're suffering under disease and health problems too, underlying health problems that people can see on panels. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know.
I feel what I feel what you're saying, and it's that I've noticed that a lot of these dudes they don't do anything to improve their themselves. For example, a dude with a hairline that's backwards, all he's got to do is buy something called a derma roller. It costs that something like $40 US. It's like a spike. It's like a spike thing that you put in your hair, and the spikes they
Hmm.
reopen your hair follicles that close your hair and makes your hair grow back. And
Right,
it's like
right.
these dudes, they won't get in the gym and go lose weight. And the maddest thing is, I've noticed a lot of these dudes that are in their 50s and 60s that like all these young women. The saddest thing is, there's so much women that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that are actually fly looking, that are very pretty, and they're not interested in them. I'm into older women. I'm into the women that are in their like 40s, 50s, 60s, and all of that. And I'm thinking, you older dudes should be checking these women. It shouldn't be me.
Right, 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 right. Oh, oh. He wants to link. He wants to link now. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he wants to link, y'all. He just wants to link, yeah. Um, and by the way, since I'm a capitalist, or actually, because I'm broke. Feel free if y'all want to donate. Anyway, BGS, you know, the floor is yours, BGS. If you want to jump in, because you said you want me to drop that link. Oh, you know what? I think so too because a woman's on the panel. That's what I really think this is about because a woman is on the panel. So anyway, yeah, yeah, and you're saying it was flooding in the UK. Well, actually, it's been floating in the UK. I've been seeing some UK dudes going in on black women in the UK. People like Bon Mama Tumbe. He wrote that idiotic book called Negro Wars, and I'm like, Negro, how can you um how can you write a book about society, but then when there's no thesaurus, no, not thesaurus, there's no index, there's no bibliography in the back of the book. Um, oh yeah. The old Jedi's is in the chat, and I gave him the link. Right. You see, here's the thing though. Now, about 2 minutes ago, B just said drop the link. Now I dropped the link. He still hadn't showed up in the background. I just don't. I just want to know why though he ain't showed up. I'm not seeing it. Well, okay, BJS. I'm simulcasting through 3 different channels. So, is it this channel, and this channel? You should be able to see it. Okay, you should be able to see it. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hey, hello. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. What's going on with you?
Good. Thank you for letting me up.
Hey,
I just want to
you.
talk real quick before BGS comes up here because you know that he won't let anyone get a word in after he starts screaming. So, and
Mm-hmm.
wow, I'm calm before I get too turned up. Um, I see the word is like respect. And I think with uh, a lot of some of these men don't get is that this is basic human stuff. It doesn't matter if you're a male, woman, trying to be in a friendship, relationship, or work environment. You have to give respect to get it. And sometimes respect has to be earned. Now,
Right.
I respect you. There's a list of other men that I respect on YouTube because they have a respectable character. These men, some of them, like BGS, they don't have a respectable character and they're wondering why women are not respecting them. I would venture to ask, are the women the only people that are not respecting you? Do your coworkers respect you? Do people in your family respect you? Because women, if you're not a respectable person, women aren't the only people, or I'm sorry, women that you were trying to get with are not the only people that aren't showing you respect. If you're not a respectable person, you're not going to get respect. Now, here's another thing. Somebody said in the comments, do you actually think that black women want black men in power? We absolutely do. That's why years and years ago before YouTube, we used to, you know, big up our men. We used to be ride or die. We used to stand beside them. And people don't like it when I say this, but just like with rap music and now social media and Kevin Samuels being out and creating all these channels, we're listening to what you say. So let's just say there are a group of women out here that are nasty. I'm not going to deny that. There are some women that are nasty. There are some men that are nasty. People had different upbringings. People grew up in different cities. A man and woman from New York are going to act way different from a man and woman in, let's just say, some rural part of Mississippi. There are going to be rude people out there. That's just something that that's not just in the black community. That's all across the world. So if you're running into these people, there's just people like that. But if you are a respectable person, like attracts like, there's going to be a woman out there that's gonna, no matter what you look like, short, tall, fat, skinny. I know we a lot focus on weight. I just heard him talk about getting in the gym. That's not what's absolutely important to us. You have to be respectable for yourself. So once we seen all this stuff and heard the way that y'all talk, well, some men talk about us online, talk about our weaves, tell us our college degree don't matter. As a group, and it sucks. But as a group, since there's so many black men talking about this, the respect that we had for our men is getting lower and lower and lower, and it's hard. So like, we got people like you out here. We have a couple of other men out here that are very respectable. I actually do feel bad that there's so many men out there that is taking away the respect that women have from our men because of men like that. And what I don't understand is, how do you think that you could keep talking about your women, talking about your women, talking about your women, and simultaneously gain respect from them? BGS keeps talking about this respect thing. I don't respect him as a man. I've never met him. I could just hear him talk and know that I would never garner any respect for him, not even as a human being, because he's not a respectable person. This is why many men are getting the results that they complain about. They have no self love. They have no self respect. They have no sense of care. Sometimes it's funny because I just be like, these men be talking like this. Nobody would want you. I'm a plus size girl. I wouldn't want none of them. So you think that these girls with these tight bodies and these big booties want you with that attitude? And then you get mad and talk about their weave because they don't want you. You gotta work on yourselves. But some of these men are lost causes. What I heard, they were agents of chaos. They don't, how you said in the beginning, what you preach, what your videos was about, that's what my videos were about. They were about gaining self-respect in the community before a relationship. We shouldn't even be talking about relationships. We can't even respect each other. Some people don't even respect themselves. And we talking about getting in a relationship. So yes, we would love our men to be in power. We would love it. Also with that, once you get in power, we even see on YouTube how certain channels, male channels, get big and their attitude changes. They get a little bit nastier, not even just with women, with each other. Men will go on each other once they start making money on YouTube. Oh, how much money you make? You ain't got this. You driving this. You driving that. Don't no woman want nobody like that. So now you in power, and this is how you act with your power. It has a lot to do with their individual attitudes, and they're not realizing that. So that's all I got to say. Um, that's what I want to say. Thank you for letting me speak uninterrupted.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I guess the master teachers here on the panel.
That's what they call me.
Hmm. Well, the so-called master teachers.
That's what they call me. The so-called is right, because that's what they call me. I never called myself that, but that's what they call me. What do they call you?
It doesn't matter what they call me.
No, what do they call you?
You see what? That's what I'm talking about. How
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking to him.
kind of down him for what?
No, 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 no. He said what did he say? When I first came up here, what did he say?
He
Was he
said
was he
he
was
gave
he
you
was he
respect. He called
no,
you.
no, 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 he didn't give me respect. What did he say?
I
What
didn't
did he
give
say?
her respect.
No, what did he say? You didn't give me respect. What did he
What,
say to me?
what does respect mean to you?
In other words, when you say so-called, that's derision, ma'am. That's not respect.
Well, no, but you want me to bow down to you.
I don't want you. Man,
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
care.
yeah.
I could care less whether you bow down to me, like me, or dislike me. I could care less. I said that from my very first video in the black sector. I don't care.
Hmm.
I'm a Gnostic. I do not care whether you like me or dislike me. And half the people that such me don't like me. That's from the very beginning.
Yeah, but it seems like every time when somebody talk to you, it's always somebody like Edward
Like
and
Edward.
getting trying to cover up for you.
Cover up for me. How?
Like a panel like this, right? You can have
Uh-huh.
a one-on-one, and as soon as somebody back you into the corner, it's either him, Charles Faulkner, whoever the case might be, will come in there and try to save you.
And normally people come up on panels when there's a lot of people because they don't want to be with me one on one, including you.
What? Oh
I've
my
been,
goodness.
I've been one on one with you. You always get back down into a corner, don't you? You go back. If it's still up to go back and look at any time we've had a one on one interaction, because
Mm, mm,
because you can't
we
defeat the law.
never had
Now,
it.
now let me ask you this about abortion. Do you know what a DNC is?
Yes, I know what a DNC
What
is.
is it? What is it?
I'm not. We're not gonna play. We're
No, no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
play
no, no,
those
no, 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 no,
games.
no, no, no. What is a DNC? You look it up. It's I forget what it's called, but they used to advertise this in the '70s when I was a teenage kid and a teenager, right? About going to the women's clinic about the average abortion. It's called a DNC. That's where they scrape out your uterus. Okay. That's the most common abortion in America. I will say like 90% are DNCs. Okay, if you carry it further than that, further than the first trimester, then you're gonna have to start paying a whole bunch of money. Okay, that's how come
Yeah,
I know.
but my argument was the average cost of the
The
abortion.
average cost of a DNC and the
No,
average
I ain't said DNC. I said the average cost of
uh,
abortion.
the DNC is an abortion, sir.
I know that that's one
And the
form of
average and the
abortion.
average
That's not all abortions.
the
So if, I,
average
if I'm talking about the aggregate, doesn't mean I'm talking about one matter.
average the vast majority I would
See,
say
no,
eight. Oh,
hold
okay,
on,
okay,
hold on,
okay. All
because
right, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
see how that
No, no,
works.
no, no, no.
I
Go
said
ahead,
the
man.
aggregate. You want to talk about one form of abortion,
No,
but I said the aggregate.
okay. Listen.
You know what
Okay.
the aggregate is,
Let
BGS?
let me say it slowly so you can understand. Okay.
Okay.
Let me say it slowly. 90% of your abortions are DNCs. Okay,
And
which
I'm looking at the average cost
was was
across the board based on a certain data.
a certain stata.
Yes.
So what's the average
And
cost of the?
it says for between $4,000 to $6,000.
No, it's not. It's not that high.
Well, that according to what I had, but it's not in
If
front of me
if
right
if,
right
if
now.
if you have a late term abortion, it's going to cost you a lot of money because that's surgery. Okay, but most of the times, if it's within the first trimester, it's a DNC, which is a typical procedure because they do DNCs for all kind of stuff, right? So if a woman has a uterus infection or she has or something like that, they'll scrape her uterus for all kind of things. If she's got nodules, okay, they'll scrape her uterus. It's the DNC. They do this all the time, but think that's the quickest way to get an abortion is the DNC.
Okay. Now, what else is on your mind,
No,
BGS?
no, 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 no. You wanted me to come. You said I was afraid to come up.
I didn't want you to come.
No, no, no. You
You
said
asked. No, well,
no,
hold
no,
on. Oh,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no. Okay, okay. Go
Uh,
back and look at it.
When
Okay.
the last time you had your prostate checked, BGS?
Ooh, what was it? A couple of weeks ago?
hold
Why?
on, hold on. You requested the link.
No, I didn't. No, what I'm saying, you
You
said I
did.
was.
You said it's in the link.
You
Yeah,
said.
no,
Hold on, hold
no,
on, hold on, hold on,
because
hold on, hold
I
on,
was
hold
talking
on.
to Mr.
Hold.
Adam right there and to the lady. That's
It,
why I dropped the
and
link.
I was in the chat. You said I was too afraid to come up on the panel.
No, you said drop
No,
the
no, no,
link. Now I
no,
dropped the
no,
link
no,
earlier
no, no.
for the
You,
brother and the sister that's up here already.
I didn't ask for it. What
See,
I'm saying is, I said I bet BGS won't come up on the panel. That's what you said.
I
That's what you
said
said.
by yourself. That's what I said.
By myself.
Yeah,
Who, who's
but
who's who's
we're not alone though.
who's with me?
I mean,
You're in charge, man. I don't run your panels.
yeah, I said for one on one. Didn't I say for one on one?
We've done one-on-ones
We're
before.
not one on one over here right at this point.
It's oh man, shut up, man. Please get out of here. Okay, you can't hold up to scrutiny. That's your problem.
Hold up the scrutiny.
You can't hold up to any kind of scrutiny.
No. I dropped the link for Adam.
Yeah.
Adam came up here. The other lady came up here. then though you acted because you saw these
No,
women
no,
coming on
I,
the panel,
man,
you
man,
decided it.
I ran a women's panel for 2.5 years.
I
Women do
know.
not
Yeah,
impress me
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
that doesn't impress me.
And you know what's
That
so
doesn't
funny?
impress me.
Hold on. You know what's
Uh-huh.
so funny about that women's panel?
What?
Every time when you start that women's panel, Edward had to be the first one on the panel with you.
I it,
It was so comical. So be just for women.
so what?
Every time you watch it,
What?
and
So
before
what?
any woman hits the panel,
No, no,
here's
no, no, no,
Edward.
no. Actually, I start with my host first before anybody else comes up.
Big
Charlie,
J, the point
Charlie
is
was my
that they're
host.
obsessed with women. They are, all of them, especially
Obsessed
BGS.
with women. Why?
Obsessed with women.
Why am I obsessed
Obsessed.
with women?
You obsessed with women because women have a particular power, and you know it. You're agnostic. You know that women have a certain power, the power of creation, the power of creativity. Everything you have is built on women. Everything.
No, it's not.
Everything. Yes, it
My,
is.
my mind, okay. My first 12 years that I was actually online, which is way before YouTube, had to do with politics. Okay. In fact, for my Patreon, I actually showed my former think tank circle mate. Man, we was actually talking about because I actually want to verify that what we were talking about as far as Libya and China and Africa was actually correct, right? And he said that he's saying the exact same things I was saying about Libya, China, and Russia, and what went on with Libya. That's why I
You trying to
pulled.
deflect from what I just said.
No, no, no. I'm not trying to deflect from anything. Okay, I've
That's
done this.
exactly what he
This
meant.
is this is my second time around.
You
My
talking about
first.
Libya? I'm talking about you obsessed with women.
I'm
I
not
keep
obsessed. I'm
focused.
not. I'm not
That's
obsessed.
why y'all don't like me
I'm
because I
not
keep y'all
obsessed. I'm not
focused.
obsessed with women. I'm not obsessed with women.
You talk
You are
about women
obsessed with
all
women.
day,
I,
all night,
I'm
sir.
a,
I'm not obsessed with
I
women either.
am a
I don't know
muck.
women
I
all
talk
day.
about all kinds of stuff. I talk
90% of your content
nine. I
and the
talk
men who
about
come to you, they're
I
coming to talk about women
the
and relationships.
because the black manosphere is about what relationships first.
No,
That's
it
not what's the
wasn't.
book. Yes, it
Oh,
was. Yes,
No,
it was.
no.
hold
Yes,
on,
it is.
hold on. That's the problem right there.
That's the whole manosphere.
Oh, well, hold on, because wait a minute, because I was there when Manosphere 2.0 was created. It was supposed to be about the reaction to the Me Too movement.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Manosphere 2.0. You gotta remember 2015, me, Obsidian, Angry Man, and O'Shea all showed up at the same time, man. I was part of Manosphere 2.0. What are you talking about? I was I was on the cusp, okay? They recruited me into Manosphere 2.0.
They recruited you.
Yes, yes. Obsidian, and Angry Man recruited me into Manosphere 2.0. Yes.
Then what was their original videos before you got there?
The original views before they got there.
The
They were
original
talking. They were one. They were talking. Well, one Obsidian always said uh, uh, he wanted to actually have a platform because we've been talking about black female fuckery since he first got here, right? But he
video.
actually wanted a platform so that there would be a cause for black men and women to actually sit down and have a talk. They wanted to have a discussion. That's what the table was
Oh,
for.
how
It
are
was in
black men and
2015.
black
Go,
women
go.
talking right now?
If you're deflecting, okay, you asked me a question.
And I'm asking you a
No,
question.
no, no. You asked me a question. I'm answering your original question.
Okay.
Okay, your original question. In fact, Obsidian came on about a month ago and actually said the exact same thing I was saying. Actually admitted it. That's exactly what he started. Okay, that was not my intent when I first got here. Okay, that's not my.
Okay.
It was my intent.
Harassing Chrissy, doxing Chrissy.
I didn't dox Chrissy.
I say he
He
was.
did. Well, that's him. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
me.
See. You might want to be careful about the origins of the Master 2.0.
I know what it was. Be careful about it. I
I
was
was, I
there.
was, I
You
was,
wasn't part
I
of it.
am the
You weren't
historian.
part of it. No, you
And
aren't. No, you're not.
really,
You got it
okay,
wrong.
okay then, who was the person who had his head up O'Shea's ass?
Who was the person who had his head up?
So I want to be part. I want to be the fourth member of the Musketeers, because that was
Who
a fourth person.
who was the you talking about what's his name? Uh uh I'm trying to remember his name now. It's been so long.
Mr.
That
Research.
No, it wasn't Mr. Research.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
What's
because
his
he had
name?
his old head
No,
up
no.
his ass. They were trying to commit it.
The fourth person, if you want to call it a fourth
Was
person, was
Ringo.
no, 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 no,
Ringo,
no, 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 no,
O'Shea,
no, no,
and
no, no,
Adrian.
no, no. It actually was what's his name in Minnesota? What was his name? Solo TV. Him and O'Shea were tight. That's how O'Shea
Solo,
really got into
Solo,
management
Solo,
was through Solo TV
Solo,
84.
Solo would hang around with the white people.
No, he did, but Solo. So go back and look at Solo and O'Shea were very tight. Okay,
Yeah, but they was not part of. He
that's
was not
that's
part of the
that's how
black.
I got to know O'Shea is through Solo TV 84.
Yeah, but Solo was not part of the the makeup when was
Yes,
created.
yes he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
This is one of the things that concerns me as a teacher,
Okay,
as an educator,
okay.
and
As
as
an
a
educator,
healer. Yeah,
is it?
out
Oh,
of
what do
all
you?
those things.
How do you heal? That's what I want to know because I
Let's
haven't heard any of
talk.
that.
This is the thing that I just want to say. As a teacher, an educator, and a
Mm-hmm.
healer,
Mm-hmm.
you irk my soul, BGS. And
Good.
you know
I'm
why?
glad I do.
Let me tell you why, though.
I don't need to know why, but
No,
I'm
you
glad I
need to
do.
know why
I
because it's
do.
something
Okay.
that you
Okay.
know
Give
you're
it to me.
doing. You
What
know
am I
you're
doing?
doing
What am
something.
I doing?
This is the
What?
thing. As
Mm-hmm.
a teacher, you
Mm-hmm.
take your student from where they began. They
Mm-hmm.
are a piece of clay, and you help to mold them into
Mm-hmm.
something greater and
Mm-hmm.
more refined. You
Mm-hmm.
help them function. You help
Okay.
them become bigger and better than they were
Mm-hmm.
before they met you. That
Okay.
is what a teacher does. If you're not doing that, you're not a teacher, and you're
How do you
definitely
how do
not a
you know
master teacher. Let me
how,
finish the statement. Let me just finish, and then I'll
oh,
listen. The
okay.
next thing is this:
Mm-hmm.
how cruel is it
Mm-hmm.
if I, as a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
tell you that no matter what you do, you'll never be smart enough, you'll never be good enough, and I give you an F so you can stay in my class and never graduate. This is what you do to these men, and that is what I want to say.
Okay. So in other words, you don't read my emails, comments, and my Patreon, do you?
I hear what you
No,
say
no, 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 no.
online, and that's what I'm
I
talking
asked you a
about.
question. Do you read my stuff?
BGS, you already know
No, no,
you
no,
asked
no,
me
no,
this
no, no.
before,
Hold on
and
a
the answer
second.
is always no.
No,
I'm
no.
not going to read it. No,
Do you read my stuff? In other words,
I
that's
know what
not
you
what
say online.
that's not what I hear from my students. No, that's not what I hear from the people that I actually
I heard
counsel.
you the
No.
other day talking to a man, and you were
Uh-huh.
telling him, even though he was happy with his wife, you were like, you don't need her though. You only need her for breeding. You don't need her though. And that man was pleading. I have it in my community tab. He was pleading with you to understand that he
Eh,
loved
eh,
his wife and his marriage, and you were trying to talk him out of it. That's sad.
No, I never.
You did.
No,
I got a video.
no. You know, if you got a video, go back and play and actually listen to what we were trying to say.
Our new song. I listened to the whole thing.
No, 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 no. Go back and because you know what? That's the whole thing, and I see this a lot, right? Okay, people read, people hear, they don't analyze very well. You're not an analyst, man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's not what we're trying to
So we
say.
can analyze you very
No, no,
clear.
you know you can't.
I don't understand why you act like
No,
we
you
can't
can't. No, you
analyze you to
can't.
see what type
No,
of
you
person
can't.
you
You
are.
what?
How you gonna tell us that we can't? We're both up here
Please.
telling you what you are, and you're telling us you're
What
not.
type of person? What type of person am I then?
You're a person that
According to you?
nobody loves, sir.
Oh,
Nobody
really?
loves you, and you're
Really?
so upset that nobody loves
Oh,
you. You spill your
really?
hate on
Really?
YouTube. You think
Really?
that we can't tell that?
I
Really?
think she's correct. She's correct. You
Okay.
have been an unlovable man,
Oh
and you
yeah.
haven't
Really?
found a woman to love you, and you don't want any man to have a lovable woman. That's what
I
it is, BGS.
you know what? I'll tell you this, right?
Tell us we're
For,
wrong. Tell us we're
uh,
wrong. Don't talk. Tell us we're wrong. Who
I'll
loves
tell
you?
I'll tell you you're wrong. You know why? Because my ex from high school, who's been married twice, okay,
High school.
who from high school, she called me on my birthday to tell me that she loved me still.
BGS, you've had a long lifetime. A
Yes,
long
yes,
lifetime.
yes.
You're
So,
supposed to be sitting in a rocking chair with your wife of
I'm not
30,
that
40
old yet.
years.
Not really.
so did you tell her, oh, you wanted to play around in your 20s, now you back and you want
No,
me? Is that
no,
what you
I
said to
no.
her?
She called
Is that
me.
what
I
you
didn't
said to
call her.
her? Because ain't that what
She
y'all say?
called me. I didn't call her. She called me.
I understand that. I said, did you tell
You
her?
no, but
Oh, you played
I
around in your
no,
20s,
I
now you
didn't. I
want
don't have to.
me?
I don't have to tell her anything. Okay.
So BGS,
She
so
knows why
you're
we
telling
broke
us
up.
nobody
She
loves you.
knows why we
That a
broke up.
girl from high school just
Well,
happened to call you.
you
So
have no
nobody loves you.
you
We were
have no
right.
you have no proof of that, babe. None.
We do have proofs.
None.
It's in your
None.
aura.
No, you don't. No, you
It's in
don't.
your
Where's your
aura.
lifelong
No, you
love?
don't.
Where's the woman who's been beside your by your
That's not
side through thick and thin? That's
too
the
thick
proof
and
right
that.
there. You
That's not
don't have it.
that
You
not.
don't
That's
have
not
that.
necessarily proof, baby.
You don't have that, sir.
I don't have to have that.
You don't have
Okay.
a
And
I
that's
wife.
why you're
I don't
so
have to.
angry
No,
because you don't have
I'm
it.
not. Who says I'm angry? You
Yo,
sound angry.
everybody can tell you're
No,
angry.
who's no? You're angry, baby. You're the
No,
one
I'm
yelling.
not
Yeah,
angry. What are you
you
talking
are
about? I
angry. You
got
are
somebody that
angry.
loves
You're
me.
elevated. You're aggravated. I hear
You
it.
aggravate women. That's
No,
why you
I
don't
don't.
have
I
none.
don't.
You're
I
an
don't have.
aggravating
I'm a
man.
monk, baby. I gave that up. Okay. I could go back and get all of them if I really wanted to. If I
You
wanted
can't
to.
get
Oh,
no
whoa, whoa,
one.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
why
whoa,
you're
Yes.
whoa,
here
whoa,
now.
Yes.
You
whoa,
can't
whoa,
get
whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Yes.
Wait,
anyone.
Yes.
hold
I
on.
could tell my personal stories, but it is what it is. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I gotta ask this question then.
Hmm.
Have you been married?
Nope. Close, but no.
Now you say you can get any of these women at any time,
I
right?
could have gone. I could go back. In fact, the last one I had, I could go back and get her if that's what I really wanted.
And you are a father, right?
And a grandfather of 5. Yes.
Right. So
In
how
fact, I
can
got to help my grandson do his homework tomorrow.
okay,
So. Hmm.
so how can you and the
Hmm.
people who follow you like that bitch ass nigga HAC Red? I
I,
got on his ass
why is he a bitch ass? Okay.
because how can y'all complain about black single mamas and y'all have children and y'all not married?
I don't complain about black single mamas. Other people do.
I mean,
Okay, the thing is, you don't understand the argument. You take it. I say
BGS,
black.
we've analyzed your
Can I
arguments.
please
We
talk to him?
understand.
Can I please talk to him, and then I'll talk to you?
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Is that okay? One at a time. Is it okay to talk to one person at a time? Okay.
But you don't like to speak one at a time. You like
No.
to
Well,
interrupt people.
because all 3 people are talking to me at one time. Okay.
go ahead, BJS, go ahead.
Eh, Restate the question, man. Now, because I was interrupted
Okay,
twice.
how can
Hmm.
the issue with black single mothers is a
Hmm.
problem and this whole idea I don't want to be a stepdaddy and comments like I don't want this that she better be had no kids but then when you look at the men who's saying it
Hmm.
they got kids and
Hmm.
they're not and they never been in a um they've never been married.
Okay. Okay. Because if I ask you a question, you're gonna deflect, right? I have said that the contract that we used to have when I was coming up in my 20s and parts of my 30s was different than it is now. Okay. Back then, and I've said this on many occasions, that it was an understanding. If I took your woman and your children, right, I was guaranteed a certain amount of respect and deference from that woman and the children, and also from the father of those children, right? If I had an issue, and I've done this because my ex had other men, okay? She's had other men, and that thing would come up. And my kids would complain and said, okay, whose household are you in? Who did your mother choose to be in your household? That man deserves respect unless he's doing something that's really uh, uh, brutal to you or something over the top. Then follow his direction because he's the one paying the bills. He's the one putting food in your mouth. He's the one taking care of you. And your mama need to get behind that too. And I've had every man that she's had a couple that's been involved with my children. I've had sat down and had discussions with. We come to an understanding. That's your household. You run it as you see fit. And if those children can't abide in your household, then bring them back to me. Okay? If they can't live with you, bring them to me, and we'll take care of it. But as long as they're under his household, they follow his direction along with their mother. They have to work that out. But now that contract that we had back then doesn't exist as much anymore. So I would not suggest to any young man at this present point to actually marry or date a single mother because that kind of respect, deference, and contract that you had back then doesn't exist. That's what I said.
You know what?
Is
That's stupid.
is that
That's stupid.
why is it stupid?
Number one, so if a man is out, this is what you teaching people. If you meet a woman and you love her and she
Hmm.
loves you, just because she has a kid, leave her alone. So now they're gonna be lonely and angry like you because of your advice.
Is that it?
For what? Now
Is
I'm
that
not
it?
saying just
Is that
all
it?
women with kids or
Hmm.
on a
Uh-huh.
up and up. There are some women that were in relationships, marriages. They might have had somebody pass away. So you're just telling people because a woman might have a child, you don't even pay her any attention. That's stupid. So they can be angry and
Why?
bitter
Why?
like you. That's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Did you
It's
not
According
stupid
get
to,
your
because half
according
of
to
the
question?
what I
men who
according
half of the
to
men got
acco-
kids themselves. Half the kids, half of them got kids.
one at a time. One at a time. Why is it stupid according to what
I
I
just
just said?
I just
because
told
it's
you why it was stupid.
No. I
Do
asked you a
you not
question.
comprehend? Or you slow? You a
I
teacher
can't.
and you
No.
not?
I'm not slow. I asked you a
Oh, so I
distinct
already
question.
answered you. So don't
No,
be
you
like
did.
it was in the other
No,
panel.
you
I
did.
already answered you.
No,
But
you
did you
didn't answer
comprehend?
me. You didn't answer me. Didn't even address what I said. Didn't even address it. Went right
yeah,
over it.
but BJS, but yet you keep on glossing over another thing I said
What
about from the
what's
beginning.
what did I gloss over? I
How can you criticize black single mothers when the people who are criticizing them are have created black single mothers?
how they create black single mothers.
They have
Now
children
he's
too.
slow.
They have
Okay.
children themselves and they're not married.
Exactly.
How do they create black single mothers?
Do you know what?
Oh
Do you
my
know
God!
how babies made?
I'm
A
uh,
man, woman meet, sexual relations, and the sperm
okay.
met the egg. 9 months later, child being born.
With
So, so how so
okay.
these
Let
guys
me
who complain about black
okay.
single mothers
Okay.
are created one because they're not
Uh-huh.
marrying the women that they
Okay.
have
Okay.
children with.
Okay. Let me ask you this, okay? And
No,
I've
just
done this.
answer his
Can
question. You keep glossing over and answer his question.
can I
No,
please
answer his question.
can I answer his question without you interrupting
No,
me?
answer his question with an
Can you
answer. No, with a question.
can you hold on for a second
Hold
and
on,
let me
I got it. I got it. Hold on, Femi. I got it. Now go
okay.
ahead. Just answer the question,
Uh,
please.
okay, basically, and I've done this many times on my women's channel, right? Okay, a mother that until a child is born, a woman is not a mother. Until the child is born, a woman's not a mother. She can be pregnant. She can get a late term abortion, whatever. She's not a mother until that child is born, right? Who decides that when the child is born, or if that child is born? Is
Just
it the
some
man?
bullshit. Bullshit.
Is the man?
That
Is
has
it?
nothing to
Yeah,
do.
hold on a second. Is it the man or the woman?
This has nothing to do
Is
with
it
the
the man or
argument
the woman?
that I'm referring to.
Is it the man or the
Yo,
woman?
I told you to answer his question,
Is it
and you coming up with all these
That
things.
has
Answer his
nothing to
question.
do.
is it the man? The woman decides who's born and who's not born.
Yo, the man asked you, how can you
Okay,
talk about
okay,
single mothers when
she
you're
makes
out
hold
she
here
on.
makes
making
that
single
choice.
mothers?
She makes that
BGS.
choice. She makes that choice.
Okay, BGS. Yes, it's the woman's decision.
In other words, she makes herself a single mother. Okay.
Right.
I'm sorry, he was just talking about
Oh, wait a minute.
abortions,
Wait a
right?
Yes.
minute.
He was
Wait,
just
hold
talking
on.
about
Yes.
So,
abortions. How women
by
get
Yes.
logic,
abortions. So should
Yes.
we
hold
get
on.
abortions or should we not?
Yes.
By that logic.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so wait a minute.
Yes.
So you mean the woman? She spread her that nice, juicy, tight
Mm-hmm.
box, and
Mm-hmm.
she just impregnated herself?
And what if the man says I don't want that baby?
Your pull-out game weak?
What if the man says I don't want that baby?
Well, a whole lot of men
Well, he
force
shouldn't
What if
have
the
women to
man
have
none of
says
them.
abortions.
what if
Wait,
that man says I don't
hold
want
on,
that baby?
hold on. A lot of men force women to have abortions.
My
What are you
body,
talking
my
about?
choice.
Huh?
The minute a man
What's the term? What's
ejaculates,
the
Hold on.
term?
he loses his
My
power
body,
over his
my
sperm.
choice.
Hold on. Let me answer this question again. So BJS is trying to deflect.
I ain't deflected. Now
Why are
no,
men
no,
who got
I don't agree with
children
you. I didn't deflect
already
anything.
are complaining about black single mothers when there are single
I,
fathers
I don't complain about.
themselves?
I don't complain about black single mothers.
Big J, you have a point. Your point is clear.
I
You
don't
Right.
won
complain.
that.
I don't complain about
You
black single mothers.
he trying to deflect, trying to talk about my body, my choice, my choice.
I
See,
don't
hold on.
complain about black single
See how,
mothers.
hold on. You see how
I don't complain about
intellectually
black single mothers.
dishonest BGS is.
I don't complain about black
Very
single
No,
mothers.
dishonest. Very
I don't
dishonest.
yeah,
complain
it's
about black single mothers.
intellectually dishonest
I don't
because
complain about
I
black single
specifically
mothers.
asked the question.
I don't complain about black
Wait,
single
hold on.
mothers.
I specifically asked the question: why
I
do
don't complain
niggas
about black single mothers.
get who are complaining about black single mothers
Uh-huh.
are the ones who never
Ask
been
them.
married but have children.
Ask them.
But you aren't their master teacher,
I
ain't you?
ask them.
Master
You are the
teacher.
master
I
teacher.
don't ask them.
BGS, you
Right.
allow them to
So
sit and seethe and get angry
yes,
about
yes,
black women.
yes,
You
yes,
allow them
yes,
to do that
yes,
because
yes, I
you
do.
agree with them, no matter
No,
what your personal
sometimes I
stance
do,
is.
sometimes I don't.
You agree with them. And
Sometimes
all
I
I'm
do,
saying
sometimes I don't.
is
And
you're trying to say, hold on one second, you're trying to
uh-huh.
say that black
Mhm,
men are not
mhm.
responsible for the sperm in their balls, and that's
Yes, they
crazy.
are.
You're trying to say they're not.
Yes, they are.
But you
If
said
if
the
if if
opposite.
if you're on child support, buddy, you pay that price because once you let it go, then it's her choice that you're gonna do with that sperm what she will, right? So don't complain about child support if you didn't take care of it. Okay, don't complain about it. I don't want to hear it. Got a,
Again,
if you got a
again,
kid, if you got a kid that you can't see or you have to pay child support for, I just got in trouble about this dude. I was talking to this guy, the Crow, right? Uh about about um the Currys, right? And Curry getting divorced, right? And I tell Dell, she raised your kids, she been with you for that many years, you NBA ball player, we know what the shit that you've done. Pay the chick and move on. Okay, people got upset about that because they disagree with that shit. People disagree with me all the time. When it comes to being a stepfather, people disagree with me, including guess who? Okay, including Sierra and Russell Wilson. Okay, they
oh my
disagree with that.
God.
They disagree with
BGS,
that all the
BGS. Which
time.
which
BJ,
which
They,
should go?
they
Which should
disagree with
go?
that
what
all the
does
time.
that have to
They
do?
disagree with that all
Well,
the time.
BJ, what does that have to do with the
And
what I asked?
because Russell Wilson married a single mother.
We're
Okay.
not talking about Russell
Well,
Wilson.
You
no,
see
but
how this
We're talking
man
about
asking
what I'm saying is I have
about
no
single mothers
problem.
and
I have
single
no
fathers, and
problem
you
with
talking
marrying a
about
single
Russell
mother.
Wilson and
I have
Sierra.
no. You got
has
all three
nothing to
people
do
coming at
with
the
the
same time.
argument that
Yes, it does.
no, it doesn't have to do
No,
I
no,
have
it
I've
doesn't.
never
because
And
I'm
this is
asked.
complained.
why
I
nobody
never
respects
complained
you.
about a single mother. I never complained about single
No,
mother.
no, you're being
They're being
intellectually
delusion. They're being
dishonest.
delusional. I talk about saying what I would do with the guy that's delusional. No,
You're
you
being
no.
intellectually dishonest,
How so? How
BJ,
so? How so?
because
How
let
so?
me answer the question one more again.
Okay.
How come
Answer the question or
these
ask the question.
Negroes
Mhm.
on YouTube who like to shame, blame, and explain about women being single mothers, but when you look at their background, they got children and they are not married.
The
So
guys, the guy,
how can you be a single
the
father, but
guys,
then though you never
the
then you complain about
guys,
single
the
mothers?
guys that complain about single mothers don't have children.
Yeah, yes they do.
Oh, they don't.
Yes they do. Oh,
No,
okay,
they don't.
okay, okay.
Who? Who? Who?
Let's name
Who?
the
Angry
names.
man. I
Angry
mean,
Man,
that's one.
BG. No, I'm sorry, BJ.
Ang-
AJ
Angry Man
seeming
was
dumb.
married when
No,
he had
He still
hold
has
on.
children, and he still
Wait,
complains
wait,
about
hold
single
on.
mothers. That's
he,
not what we asked.
He's not
he was
married
married. He was
to the
married to his
children.
wife when he had
No,
his
but
children.
yeah, but his wife ain't the
And he,
mother of
and they
his
all
children though.
and his
The wife ain't the
Ooh.
mother
no
of his
his
children.
go back and look at his history. He
Ooh.
was married to his wife when he had his children. In fact, his wife
That's
had a
that's not
child.
what we we,
If
we, we didn't ask for. We didn't ask for all this
Hold
no,
on,
go
hold
back
on,
and
hold
look
on.
at it. Go back and
Hold
look
on.
at it. Go
Let's not
back
let's
and go
not
back
let's
and
not
look at it.
let's not
Go back and
derail
listen
the
to it.
conversation.
Go back and
Let's not
listen
That's
to
what
it.
he
let's
does.
not
That's why he
Go
don't
back
have
and
no
let's
listen
not
woman.
to it.
throw
Go
Who
derail.
back
would want
and
to sleep with
listen
a man
to it.
like that
Go
all
back
day?
and listen to it. Go back and listen to it.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Let's not
That
derail.
angry man
Hold on.
does not have children out of wedlock. Okay.
Hold on. Let's not derail the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take Angry Man off the table because
Okay.
I
Well,
wasn't
who
even
else?
gonna go there
Well,
with
who
Angry
else? Who else?
Man.
Phil from the
AJ
Advice
Sears.
Show. Phil
Well,
from the
hey,
Advice Show complains
hold on.
about single mothers
he
all the
was
time, and he's
he was
married.
also he was also married when he had his children.
So,
Yeah,
what is
hold
the
on.
point of complaining about single
And
mothers if you have a wife?
but he has a
Answer
wife.
my
Okay.
question. What is the point of complaining about single mothers if you have a wife? You ain't even in the running no more.
Single mothers. I can do it too. So what?
I know you can. That's all you've been doing ever since you came to your place.
Let me make this comment. Let me make this comment. Let me make this
Oh,
comment.
go ahead.
BGS. Let me make this comment. Hello? Are y'all, what are we doing?
In other
Let
words,
me
you're
make,
gonna act a fool on me. I can do this. I can do the same
I'm not
thing too.
doing anything. I'm just trying to make a statement. This
Okay.
is the thing that you got to understand, BGS.
Okay. And what I'm gotta understand, baby.
You call yourself an agnostic, and you
Not
call
a
yourself a
Gnostic,
healer,
not
a
an
Gnostic,
agnostic, a
I'm sorry,
Gnostic.
a
Okay, thank
Gnostic.
you,
Let me correct
thank
it,
you,
Gnostic.
thank you,
And you
teacher,
said that your motivation was
teacher.
to spread information. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Uh-huh.
Knowledge.
Yes.
And what I'm telling you as a healer, you are not making
How are
men
you a
better.
healer? How are you a healer?
You're not going to deflect
How are you a healer?
because my statement is not
How are
complete.
you a healer?
My statement is
How
not
are you a
complete.
healer?
Yo, shut up. Let
My
her
I ain't
talk.
statement
gotta
is
shut up.
not
You
complete. So
shut
I'm going
up.
to continue my statement.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, as a healer,
Uh-huh.
I understand that same thing as a teacher. You have to take someone from where they are and you help make them better. And what I would argue is that you are making men worse because what you're doing is giving them something to obsess about. Then you turn around and you show them how impossible it is to have the thing you have them obsessing about. You telling them they need to think about black women, worry about black women, what black women do, their hair, their this, their that. They need to control black women, but they have no control because they don't have any black women. Do you see how that is as a cruel cycle of what you're doing?
What are you
You
talking
give
about?
them nothing but hopelessness, no
What are you
tools
talking?
to actually
What
succeed.
are you talking about?
Sir,
Prove it. Prove
it's
that.
like telling
Prove
a
it.
child,
Prove
I
it.
want you,
Prove
I
it.
want you to go to the
Prove it.
board.
Prove it.
Hold on, 1
Prove
second.
it.
I'm
Prove it.
hold on.
Prove it.
I want, give me a second. You tell a child, go to the board and solve the equation, but you won't
Mm-hmm.
give them the chalk. You see how cruel you are? You feed these men hopelessness and you paint this picture of gloom and doom. They can never, ever succeed. They can never have. And you do this all day, every day.
Prove
Just
it.
hopelessness.
Prove it.
Hopelessness.
Prove it.
Your show
Edward,
proves it.
No, no, no,
Edward,
no.
Your words
Sir,
prove
you're
it.
No,
Edward,
prove
proving
it.
it
Edward.
now.
Prove it.
Hold
Prove
on,
it.
hold on. Your
In
best IG,
in
Edward,
in fact,
Edward,
no,
Edward.
hold on a second. In fact, there's a guy that went into the service, right? Was going into the service as a captain. He's a captain now, 2 years on. He asked me, should he get married, right? She asked me, should you get married? I said, do you actually want to go up in rank? He said, yes. Get married. Vet her and then get married. That's what the octanes are about.
Okay, so you used one little
Okay,
story, but I'm asking you
hold
about
on.
your whole.
Okay, what do you think what do you think the octanes are about? What do you
So
think
you're
that's
not
for?
going to deflect.
What do you
You're
think? What do
not
you think?
dealing
No,
directly
no,
with what
no.
I
What do you think
said.
the octanes are
You
about?
don't want to deal with what I
What do you
said. I
think the
got you. No
octanes are about?
problem.
What do you
No
think the
problem.
octanes are about? What do you think they are? What do you think they're there for? What do you think they're there for?
The octanes is really a lot of it is you showing men all
No,
the
no,
women
no,
they can't have access
no,
to or
no,
don't
no,
want
no,
access to.
no, no.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Because
what?
the
No,
bottom three of them, you're telling them ain't shit. That's
I
the
didn't
first
say
thing.
that.
Yeah,
What
you
did I?
do.
No, what did I say about what?
You said they're
No,
ghetto,
no,
they're
no,
poor,
no,
and
no.
they ain't shit.
No,
Yeah,
what did I?
the bottom three.
What have I said about the
And
octanes?
then guess
No,
what? The top two are
no,
unattainable.
no, 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 no.
You can't have these and you don't want those. This is what you set up,
No,
sir.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
I
I
study
didn't.
you guys. Okay.
I didn't say
Say
that at
what you
all.
want to say.
What did I say about the octanes? I said none is better than the other.
So what's your goal?
Huh? What
What
is my
is
goal?
your goal?
What is my goal? You already told me what my goal was. So
Sir,
why should I
sir,
reiterate it?
sir, what's your goal?
Sir,
See,
sir,
it's
sir,
hard to believe that you're a
sir,
teacher
sir.
when you can't even answer
I'm
simple
not
questions.
answering you. You're not my student.
I can answer for him. The goal is to discourage men from marriage, to make sure they die old in an old folks' home by themselves, sad and lonely. That's the goal. They can't
Okay.
have
Oh,
a
to be
happy
like
family.
him.
That's it.
Oh, to
Yeah,
be
Prove it.
like
pretty
him. That's
much.
his goal. I
Yeah,
got it. Thank you,
yeah,
sister.
Prove it.
that's
Prove
it.
it. Prove it.
I disagree with you, ladies. Let me tell you where I disagree. This is more about sexual fascism. It's more about controlling the woman.
What?
Sexual fascism. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. I mean, the
Me,
reason why though, y'all
black men
bad.
fascist?
Yes.
Really? How you get that? Where you get that from?
Well, Obsidian love to use that black women like to be sexual socialists. So the way
So,
how
so,
y'all want to how,
what is a fascist, sir?
uh uh, the control of a authoritarian government or a territorial rule over 50 people
There's plenty of
without
authoritarian
any
Big
rules,
Big
but they're
J, I
not
don't even
fascist.
think it's that
say.
deep.
It's
Big
not a
J,
fascist.
Big J, it's
Yeah,
not even
yeah,
that
it's
deep.
fascist.
It's not a fascist.
Big
Go
Authority,
to go.
authoritarian rule is not necessarily fascism, sir.
Big
Well, I
J,
mean,
It's not even that deep, Big J. This is all it is. You got people who put somebody on a hamster wheel. This is what you deserve, but this is what you can't have. Hopeless, hopeless, hopeless.
Hopeless, hopeless, hopeless.
That's the hamster wheel.
Oh,
Guess what? The hamster wheel of hopelessness makes money. Case closed. That's all.
where do you think where do you think the high value men came from, right? Where do you think the concept came from, right? Where do you think Kevin came from? Why do you think I brought him into the circle, into the
That
space?
table is fake. That contract, social contract is fake. And all this other stuff is just fake. This gender war is fake.
There's
Y'all
always
making up stuff so y'all can make money.
there's
I
always a
see you.
table.
I
There's
see
always a
you.
table. There's
No,
always
it
a
ain't. That
social
table
contract.
broke, thrown out in
No,
the
no,
trash,
there's always a
in the
table,
sewage.
baby.
It's
There's
done.
always a
It's
table.
been done.
There's always a table. There's always a table. Always is.
Because why can't y'all just be honest and say y'all this is y'all's
No,
retirement plan?
no, it's
This is
not
y'all's
retirement.
program to make money. Why can't y'all just be
I'm
honest?
retired already. I don't need a retirement plan.
You guys are making money off of hate and hopelessness. That's all y'all are doing.
That's
It's real
because you're a
simple.
woman. That's the way you think about it.
Oh, it's because I'm a woman.
Sir,
And,
Look,
Mr.
Really?
I think it's
yes,
very
yes,
interesting.
You think that they
yes.
make money
I
from
have
If
no
that
No,
is
it's not
education.
meant for
wait,
you.
hold
Not
on,
meant
hold
for
on.
you.
If that is true,
Because
that is
I
hold
can
on.
teach women just as well as I can teach men.
Wait, hold on. But BJ,
That's
if
not my
that was
goal.
true,
And
right?
in fact, I've
See,
taught women
You
better
can
than
teach
women
a
have taught
woman
me.
nothing.
I'm about to ask him a question, and
Hmm.
he know this question I'm about to ask.
No, I don't.
Okay, BJ. If that was the case,
Hmm.
then how come when it comes time to talk about black boys, you're
Hmm.
silent?
I talk about black boys all the time.
No, you haven't,
Yes, I do.
because when you was on Keep It 100 channel
Uh-huh.
and Sexy Red showed up, and Sexy Red asked you, "What about black boys?" You said, "What about black boys?"
No, in other words, what was she? What was she asking? What was the question you
Because
want to ask?
if the premise of the argument of
Hmm.
what's going on, man, these women don't even respect you. Oh,
What are you talking about?
I'm talking. Well, BB said something in the chat. Oh,
Oh,
well, BB,
okay.
if you got a problem, then you need to join the panel too. If you really got a problem, anyway.
What are you
But
talking about?
we're going back to you. So how can you say the black manosphere was created for dating purposes when
Relationship purposes.
okay, then what is the origins of the relationship problem then? You know what? I go there. I'm gonna keep that other question in the back, simmer in the back.
How far back you want to go as far as that is concerned?
Let's not go back to the '70s. Let's not go there.
How far you want to go back?
We'll go to the '80s.
The 80s?
Yeah.
In fact, I just played it about neoliberalism when Reagan came in, right? And the
Hmm.
mass incarceration really started. And they
Hmm.
also dumped crack into the inner cities. Okay, so because they wanted to destroy the Soviet Union. Okay, that's what
Okay.
happened, right? And that's the origin of the split between black men and black women. Okay, if you want to go back to there, you go back even we can go back we can go back further, but it's okay.
I'm glad though you said that, right?
Why?
Because
I've said it before.
the thing is, you never talk about the education gap.
Which education gap?
It's right here. It's obvious right here. There's an education gap,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why women across all racial lines, because it's not just in black America,
Okay.
it's
What
in
what
Western
what
society
what
as a
what
large,
what
where
caused
you
the
see a
education
lot
gap?
of men,
What
huh?
caused the education gap between men
Well,
and women?
um, part of that was the automation of the 1980s,
No, 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 no,
and also
no.
title
Title
10,
Nine and Title
title
Nine in
nine of the
1972.
1970s. Yes,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Okay,
In fact, there's a very good book called More Than
oh,
Title Nine that talked about it, and they knew exactly what was going to happen. They knew it.
yeah, but the thing was,
Hmm.
y'all never talked about
I did.
the education gap.
Yes, they did.
No, and
I
when I
talked.
said y'all, Anger Man doesn't talk
Well,
about
you're talking.
GDN.
You're talking to me,
Obsidian,
sir.
Obsidian.
You're
Yeah,
talking to me,
talk
sir.
about it.
You're talking to me.
Yeah. But
No, 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 no. You're
you are
talking
the
to
master
me.
teacher
No,
though.
you're talking to me. You're not talking about
Yeah,
them.
but
You're talking
you
to me.
are the master teacher
Stop
though.
deflecting. You're talking to me.
Oh wait, hold on. How can you accuse me of deflecting when
No,
15
no, 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 no.
minutes
When
You're
ago
that's all
you
you've
talking
done
to
this
were
whole
me. You're
answer
talking to
no one's
me.
question.
I've talked about it. Okay, many times. I've talked about it. You're talking to me.
Yeah, but how can you accuse me of deflecting when 20 minutes ago you was deflecting about abortion when I wasn't even talking about abortion?
Like, because that's why I came up about the DNC, about abortion,
No,
because
no, 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 no. When I
oh, come on.
asked a question
Are
about
you
black men who complain about black single mothers
do
who
you
are
can
yet they
can you
got kids that
can you
they're
keep
on
on
the jail,
a
you
consistent
was
train
sitting
of
over
thought?
there
Can you keep
deflecting.
on a consistent
Yeah,
train of thought, please?
but now when the day
Can you
was fair,
keep
you want.
can you keep on a consistent train of thought, please?
Can you
Oh, I can't.
Stop going all
Yeah,
over the
but you
place.
was
Not all over the
you
place.
wasn't on it.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, girl. Yeah.
Yeah, so you wasn't
you
on it.
know what? You know
Shut up,
what?
girl. Oh, shut up, girl.
You just be
Shut up,
mad because
girl. Shut up,
you can't
girl.
answer my
Shut
questions.
up,
You can't
girl.
answer my
Shut
questions because you
up,
know what's gonna make you
girl.
look
You
dumb.
don't know what you're talking about.
Sir,
Shut up.
sir,
Okay, okay.
no one
Shut
loves
up,
Let's
you.
girl.
go back.
No
Hold on.
one loves you
Well,
because you
Let's
fine.
love
go
your
Nobody
back
stuff.
to
loves me. Well,
the question.
nobody loves me. That's fine.
Hold
Okay.
on. Let's
Are you happy now?
let's go back.
It's fine that you're
Are
teaching
you
these other
happy
boys how
now?
to be
Is nobody
unlovable men. That's
nobody
fine.
loves me? Are you happy now?
No, I'm not
Are
happy
you
because you're
happy?
teaching these
Are
little
you
boys out
happy?
here to
Are
hate
you
women.
happy
You're
now?
causing more destruction in the world
How do you
because
know?
you're
How do
unhappy.
you know? How do
Sir,
you know
we
how much?
all know this, sir.
No,
We
you
all
don't
know.
know. No, you don't know.
Sir, everybody, sir, I
No,
done heard
you
a lot
don't
of
know.
stuff about
No, you don't know.
you
You don't know.
the past couple of
You
days
don't know. You don't
from when
know.
you was on that panel with
You
me.
don't
I
know.
know so much about you.
No, you
You are
don't.
an unhappy
You don't
man.
know anything. You don't know anything about me.
So now we
You
don't.
don't know
Now
anything
I don't
about
know
me.
nothing about how
No,
many
you don't.
years you've been on YouTube? How many years
Oh,
you've been
about
on
eight.
YouTube?
About eight.
So you
Why?
think I don't know anything about
No,
you?
you don't know. You don't
But
know
the
anything
other
about me.
day you were acting like I was supposed to know who you are the other day. Now I know who you are. Now I don't know nothing about you.
You know
Shut
what?
up.
You shut up, dummy,
Now
So
be
you're the only one
wait,
being dumb up
dummy,
here. You haven't
hold
dummy,
answered
on, hold
no
on,
one's
hold on, hold
question.
on,
dummy,
hold on, hold on,
dummy. Shut
hold
up.
on, hold
So
on.
you can call me
There
Before
ain't
dumb
no
all
wait,
you
sir.
want
Ain't
hold on,
no
to, but it's
hold
sir.
making
on.
you look
Ma'am,
more dumb
Before
in
this
the
ma'am,
conversation
world.
get out
ma'am,
of
You don't
hand,
have any
ma'am,
hold on.
social
Before
skills.
this
ma'am,
You don't have
before
any
this get
standards
out
for
of
women.
hand,
You're not going to give
ma'am,
me the garner respect.
ma'am.
And shut up while I'm talking. They're not going to be able to
No, you
garner
shut
any
up. I
respect
know I wasn't
because
talking. I was
of
pointing
men
at
like
you. You
you.
shut up.
Y'all
You
are
shut up.
making how that dude BB in
Bums
the
like
comments.
you. You
Those are the
unhappy.
men that
You're
you are creating.
unhappy.
You're happy
You're
about that?
unhappy. You're unhappy.
Sir,
Not
I'm not
me. You're unhappy.
unhappy. I
Yes,
have
you are
plenty of
unhappy.
men
Yes,
in my
you are.
life,
I know
sir.
about
I
you.
have plenty
I
of
know
men in my
about you.
life.
You sound unhappy.
I don't sound unhappy,
Yeah,
sir.
you
That's
are
just
unhappy.
something that y'all
That's why you
say.
hang out with this guy. You are unhappy.
So I'm
wait, hold
hanging
on.
out with
That's
Big
why you hang
J
out with
because
this
I'm
guy. Because
unhappy.
That's why you hang out with this guy. Because you are unhappy.
Where's your proof? Where's
Wow.
your proof?
Now,
Wow.
no,
Where's your
you don't
proof?
have.
Wow. I
You
know
don't
you need
have
to go
any.
Where's your
there.
proof?
Oh,
I
Where's
know
now,
your
you need
proof,
to
now,
go
Bubble Guts?
there.
now
Where's
we
your
need
proof?
proof. Now we need proof all of a sudden, huh?
Where's your
Really?
proof? No, I'm just saying what
Wow.
you
Now we
said.
need
Where's
proof
your
all of a
proof?
sudden. Now we need proof all of a sudden, huh?
Where's your proof that I'm unhappy?
Now we need proof all of a sudden, huh?
Sir, shut up. Where's your proof?
Now we need proof all of a sudden, huh? Instead of conjecture like you've been doing
Is there
for the
something
last
wrong
hour.
with you? Do you see a therapist?
No. There's something wrong with you. That's what's
There ain't
problem. That's
nothing
the
wrong with
problem.
me, sir.
Yes, there is. That's
You
the
know, you want
problem.
to know why?
I
Because
don't have
I know
time to
what self-love is.
psychoanalyze you
I know what
today, okay?
self-respect
I have
is.
time to psychoanalyze you today, okay?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm,
hold
I'm
on.
gonna put my phone on mute so you
But
can
back to
psychoanalyze me.
hold on.
Go-
But back to hold
yeah.
on. But back to the question at hand.
Uh-huh. What's the question at hand this time?
Because you sit there and say, you said because you said about Title IX and automation in the 1980s and all that, right?
I'm assuming you read this, right? I'm
Yeah,
assuming that
yeah,
you
yeah,
read it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
When
yeah.
when when
And
when
the thing, what? Hold on. But the thing is, though,
when
but
when
hold on, wait, hold on.
when did the education gap start, sir?
In 1982, between 1978 and 1983, there
Mm-hmm.
the education between men and women is at 50%.
Mm-hmm.
But after 1982 and 83, you saw see a drop in men's education quality education for men. I mean that's if you read the book, um, Susan Hoff Summers' book War on Boys. I don't know why though.
Why
It
did so why did you why was it
it
what,
is amazing. It is amazing
why so you read a book called War on Boys? What was your summary of why the educational gap actually exists?
because the education system was more interested in teaching girls
Yeah.
because girls
Oh,
was
so why you asking me?
historically
You know
wait
the answer.
hold on
You don't know the answer.
because girls was historically was kept as second place.
It's second place, right? So
So even even it up, the quality of boys went down, after those 4 or 5 years in education quality.
In other words, if you go look at it, right,
Uh-huh.
the gap from 1972 on for the 10 years, the gap closed, and women actually, white women, not black, but white women actually caught and passed white men. So now the education system looks a lot like the black education system as far as ratio of men to women, and that's the problem that they're concerned about. It's not just here in the United States, it's all over the world because of this.
And then on top of that, you're
No,
gonna
no,
talk about.
don't get past that. Stick with this, because you
Oh,
asked
oh,
the
oh,
question.
whoa, whoa,
You asked
wait,
no, no,
wait,
no, no,
I'm
you,
speaking
no,
to
no,
you.
no.
Hold
Stick
on.
with this. Stick with this, because you asked the question. She answered the question. This is all consistent. So, what problem do you have? Why are you asking me if you already know?
Because you Negroes who are the leaders of the Black Mansion
Uh
2.0
huh. Uh
will
huh.
never identify the real problems of the dating, because since y'all think this about
We have talked.
dating world.
We have
Well, the
talked about
dating
this.
world, the reason why though men are
Mm-hmm.
having problems
Uh huh.
with dating relationships is because of the economics and the education
Partially.
is at a low
Partially.
standard for when it comes
No,
to men.
no, it's not
Yeah,
really.
yes, it has.
Okay.
Yes, it
Let
has.
me. Okay. The thing is, and this is something. If you actually read Scott
Scott
Gallo,
Scott Galloway. Listen,
now
Professor Scott Galloway said it. And he I don't know. You know who Scott Galloway is, right?
I know. Guess where the work comes from. Okay, it didn't come from Galloway. Guess where the work comes from? Comes out of Brookings, right? And started with Roz Chetty in 2017, right? And joined by Richard Reeves. Go look at Reeves' work. Did you read the book of Men and Boys, of Boys and
Oh,
Men?
the history
Now,
lessons.
hold on,
The
hold on.
history
Can-
lessons.
well,
What are we talking about now? What are we
did
talking
you
about now?
did you
Y'all
read
always want to go
did you
back.
read it? Did you read it? Did you read the book?
No, I didn't read it. I'm listening to you right now and how
The book,
stupid you sound.
the book was just 2 years old, man. I'm talking to him. He talked about Scott Galloway. Okay,
Hey,
No, no,
you
no,
why
no,
you
I
don't
I
even
have
know.
asked
not
you what was
read it.
wrong 30 minutes ago?
You have
I, I,
nothing.
I,
You
I'm
don't
going
know
to be
what the hell
honest.
you
You
talking
talking
Hold
about,
on,
about
woman.
hold
other
on.
men. We
You don't know
talking
what you
about
talk
I'm
you.
about,
going to be
woman. You don't know
honest.
what you talk
Hold
about,
on,
woman.
hold on.
You don't know what you talk about, woman.
Unlike you, BJS, I'm going
Uh,
to be honest.
did you read the
No,
book?
I have not
I
read the
read the
book.
book.
But then,
I
but
read the
then,
book.
but then the why is you glossing over the fact that that's something which y'all, if y'all are so worried about the black women, the black women won't submit and let you Negroes lead, then what's
I
preventing
don't.
y'all
I,
from leading
well,
and getting respect? It's a lack of
that's
education
them.
and a
That's
lack of
them.
employment.
That's them. I don't talk about that. That's them.
But
That's
you,
why
but you, but
they're
you, but
upset
you,
with
but
me
you
because
got
they're
Your boy
upset.
Edward
They're
Grinch,
upset.
and
Edward
Charles
don't talk.
Sumner.
Edward don't talk about it either. About them about leading and respect. He don't talk about that.
We talking about education
What about
and
education?
unemployment is the reason
What
why
about
that, that,
education?
that does affect relationships,
Okay, how so? Okay, so break it down to me. Why does it affect relationships, sir?
because women are what, hypergamous, right?
Okay,
Are
so
women hypergamous or not?
okay, they are.
Well, then, if women are hypergamous by according to the argument that about
Uh huh.
female nature, women are
Hmm.
hypergamous.
Hmm.
Therefore, what good is a woman, and what good is a man if he's uneducated and
Okay.
don't have a job?
Oh, there's more men employed than women. That's number one.
Not
So
the
that's not what he asked you.
that,
No, 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 no,
hey,
no.
exactly, exactly. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's not what I asked
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes, men
yeah.
are employed.
In other
Yes,
words,
yes, there are more
oh,
men who are
okay,
employed.
okay.
But
Now,
factor
okay.
that in with education.
Now keep going down that line, right? Okay, so
Factor
what?
that in with education, though.
Okay, so what if you set up a system? Okay, this is according to feminism, equity, and equality, right? What if you set up a system to where women have more education?
Hold on,
Oh,
hold on. Time out,
can
time out.
can I finish? Can I finish?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Go ahead.
You
Finish.
No,
asked me a
you can't
question.
finish. He asked you a question again.
I'm answering this question. Okay, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
asking
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
question.
But I'm talking to BB in a
I'm
minute.
huh?
No, I'm talking to. Hey, BB, stop acting like black.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about in Western
what
society.
are you talking about?
I
Y'all
ain't
all
just
over
talking
the
about
place
black
today.
people, BB. Of Western
All over the
society.
place today.
Yeah, but go ahead.
And in other words, and this is something that Chetty and Reeves and even Galloway are talking about, because they're not really talking to men; they're talking to the system, right? If you set up a system, and this is according even to white feminists that actually wrote like 4 books, okay. If you set up a system to where you have equity, equality, where 50% of the women are actually breadwinners, okay, are actually breadwinners. What's going to happen if they don't accept their spot and marry men that are lower than them? What's going to happen to society? What do you think is going to happen?
Mm, well, there's two options. Whether women would drop the idea of patriarchy and go to more even egalitarian society and just choose the best men for them, or they don't create families.
Or they're going to create
If,
family?
if they choose the patriarchal side, that won't create no families because hypergamy is linked to patriarchy.
So what do you think women have been choosing over the past, I would say, 10 years?
Patriarchy.
So in other words, the whole 50 years or 60 years that the feminists have set up this system to where the women can actually be in charge or be at least even, right? If the women don't do their part by choosing the men that are supportive males, if you read the books that the feminists have written, what's going to happen to the whole experiment they did over the past 50 years? What do you think is going to happen to it?
Uh, well, kind of seeing the problems right now
You're seeing the problems exactly. In other,
because no, because men are being taught that it's okay not to do anything, and that's what y'all doing. Y'all telling
no,
men only word because we got
no,
to
no, no, no.
conquer the bitch.
Stay with me. Stay
Uh,
with me.
no,
No,
okay,
Stay,
you
you
no,
stay
want to
no,
with
stay
no, no,
with
him.
no, 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 no. You hush for a
you want to
second.
stay
You
with
stay
No,
Sarah.
with
you
stay.
stay with him.
Hush for a second.
No,
You
you
stay
stay
with.
with
No, you
him.
should hush for a second. You stay with me for a second, Jay. If you envision this whole system, right, and as the government goes along with it and put women in these places, and they don't do what they're supposed to do, that's what's going to happen to the whole society. It's going to blow up. You're going to have a mating crisis, which is what you have right now, which is the whole issue. It's the whole problem. Okay, you got the women wanted the position, they wanted the jobs, they wanted the education. But the thing is, it's a zero sum game. You took those things from a man. Where's your mate now?
You took those things from a man.
From a man, yes.
Wait a minute, you supposed to be a man.
No, 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 no. You know, the government,
Hold on.
the
Are
government,
men supposed to be
the,
creative?
the
Are men
government,
biological?
the government decides on winners and losers. All governments do.
Really? Then
Yes,
why? Then,
yes, they do.
uh,
That's why they
then,
call
then
them
how? Then
government.
how? Again, that goes right back. Go back to the point about
Hmm.
the origins of the
Uh huh.
black manosphere.
Mm.
So hold on.
Stay with me for a second. Stop deflecting. Stay with me for a second.
Oh, deflecting,
And
but you the
where's your
one
mate?
deflecting all the time. Okay,
No,
hold on.
no, 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 no. In other words, the system that they set up 50 years ago that they thought
Hmm.
would work, okay, according to what they call
That's not true.
female
That's
female
not true.
nature, female
That's not true.
nature, female
None of what you're
nature,
saying is true.
female nature. They
That's not
set
true.
all this stuff up, and they've gone too far. Now you need Scott
That's not
Galloway,
true.
Shetty, and Reeves to actually slide this all the way back to the other end. Okay,
Then why is it? Why is it Scott Galloway is calling y'all out? Why you
calling
think Scott Galloway got on CNN calling out Andrew Tate, calling out Fresh and Fit, and calling out the Manosphere
it,
out?
it is because, and this is something that I've talked about for the last 3 or 4, well, almost a year now. Because I actually called it, right. Okay, what you have is a crisis, and it's not just here; it's all over the world. It's in the United States, it's in Europe, it's in China, it's in Asia.
You cutting in and out,
Hold on.
BJS. You cutting in and out. You might have to repeat that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you now. Go
This
ahead.
is this is a crisis all over the world. They have to address it, otherwise the system will collapse. That's why. It's not just here; it's all over the world. That's why they.
Again, you didn't answer my question. Why was Scott Galloway
I'm telling
calling
you why.
y'all
I'm
out?
I'm telling you why. Okay? I'm telling you why. Because if they can't re-inspire boys and men to actually participate in the system, it'll collapse. That's
What are
why.
you inspiring boys to do?
And
But hey,
Huh?
women, what are you inspiring boys to do?
you're not listening to me, okay?
What are
What's up,
you
Jay?
inspiring boys to
What's up?
do?
It has nothing to do with me. We're talking about Scott
What's up,
Galloway
Big
Oh
Jay?
right now.
God.
Let's talk about Scott Galloway now.
Yeah,
What's
but
What are
up,
you
Scott
Big Jay?
Galloway,
inspiring young
He
men?
asked me a
Galloway,
specific question that I'm answering, okay?
yeah, but Scott Galloway, and I agree with Scott Galloway. We need to do what
Well,
FDR did in the 1930s, recreate the the TWA and all them organizations.
Yeah, yeah.
Working
With the
go to
that's
work.
the World Economic Forum says the same thing. So it's all in the same vein. But the thing is, you have to understand global uh, uh, politics and global economics. What they're trying to do. It's not just here. There's a reason
I
that they're trying to do.
understand that. I'm not dumb.
And
That's
evidently not. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having
oh,
this
wait a minute.
discussion.
Hold on. How the fuck can you just say what
I
you just
just
said?
said it because nigga, you
But
don't understand it.
because
You
no,
don't
no,
understand it. You don't understand it, Negro. You don't
hold on.
understand
I
it.
don't.
BJ,
Oh no,
You
no,
don't
no,
BJ,
no,
understand it.
nigga,
You don't. You
no,
don't
BJ,
nigga.
understand it.
Look,
You
here
BJ.
is
don't
the thing,
understand it. You
BJ.
don't understand it.
He's
You don't
BJ.
understand it.
deflecting.
How in the world?
Did you read the book?
No,
He's deflecting.
Read the
I already
book.
He's deflecting.
told
Did you
you,
read
bro.
Galloway? Did you read Galloway's book?
I told you I haven't.
Did you read did you read Chetty's work
I
from
have not read
Brookings?
Chatty's
Well,
work.
then read that first and come back to me, okay?
Oh, I'm supposed to come back to you.
Yes, yes, and then get back to me. Read it
Here
first.
is the thing though.
Read it first,
Y'all,
okay?
yeah,
Read what they're
hold
saying
on. Y'all
first.
never address
Read.
the real
eh,
problems that are facing boys and men. And when
Yes,
Sexy
we did.
Red, hold on,
Yes, we
and when
have.
Sexy Red came up to you, no, scratch that. Fuck Sexy Red. And no, and I ain't
What?
saying that. I don't disrespect for her. But let's bring up why you said we're gonna use Pearl. Let's back Pearl when Diana
Yeah,
Davidson, the white woman, was helping
yeah,
black
let's
men
ask
get
that.
out of jail.
Do you
Yeah,
want?
let's
Do you
ask
want to?
that.
Right.
Do you want an answer?
Yeah, let's ask
Yeah.
that.
Are
Yeah,
you
Because
gonna
I
give?
want
because
to answer.
because
I
the
do.
thing is, BJ,
Are you
the
gonna give
thing,
me a chance to
I
answer?
do.
Give me a
hold on,
chance to answer.
I
hold on,
do.
okay.
I
Because
do.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
give me a
I
chance to answer.
donated. Listen, I donated to Diana.
Okay. Oh,
I helped
fine.
Diana. What
Fine.
y'all do, y'all help Pearl,
We never.
and she helped.
Okay.
At least
Okay.
Pearl, me too. Marcus Robinson, a black man, but y'all still supported her.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
Okay.
how can you talk about
Eh,
black relationships and we need to help black men from being in trouble in the world, but yet y'all support a woman, a white woman at that, who me too a black man.
She gonna
But
take
yet,
y'all to the promised land?
yet though
Is
Diana
that it?
created the Lighthouse Project. Diana, free the brother I forgot that city out there in Ontario. Hold on, you always use
She's
Diana
not in the
Davis
United.
as
She's
she's
not in
the
the
only
United
one.
States,
Well,
is she? And
BB,
I've supported Diana Davidson when I was in MGTOW. So what?
yeah, but you never supported her like the way you supported Pearl.
I didn't support Pearl.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
yes, you did.
No,
Yes,
how?
you did.
How?
In
But
several ways. In several
so
ways.
How?
you can be
You,
How?
Big J, let me
used.
answer. Big J, let me answer
Go
this
ahead,
question.
DJ. Go ahead.
And
I specifically heard you say that
Mhm.
Pearl was going to take you guys, the manosphere, and all you other cronies up to the next level, going to take you to the mainstream. Did you not say that?
I didn't say that.
Yes,
Well,
you
what did you
did.
say?
What?
Explain it.
Oh, you want to? Okay,
Explain.
you let me.
No,
You gonna let me?
explain what you said.
Okay.
Explain it.
Let me
Go
know
ahead.
when I can talk.
Yeah,
Go
go ahead and
ahead.
speak. Go ahead and
You can
speak.
talk
Are you
right
sure?
now.
Can I speak? Okay. What I said is that Pearl is just like any other what is it, lobbyist, right? Okay. There's elements that we want in the manuscript. Go read the 17 points. They want it in the black manuscript that she can actually get done for us. Okay. Let her do
What?
her thing. Huh?
How could let me? Okay, BGS. You say what could Pearl possibly do for the manosphere?
And
Expl-
in other words,
no,
the same thing. Okay, you gonna
answer,
let me answer?
answer. No,
You
no,
gonna answer
because
me?
no.
Are you going?
No. What I'm
Okay, go ahead,
wait a
talk,
minute.
man.
What I'm not going to allow you to do is deflect. Remember our last meeting?
No,
I'm
I don't
not going to
remember our
allow it.
last meeting.
I know you don't. Yeah, you were so pissed at me at the first time that we met. You literally had to go back and do a stream on me. Remember that?
No, was you sure that was me?
Yeah, I'm sure it was you.
You sure
I'm
that was me? Because
positive it was
you sure that was me?
absolutely because you
Okay.
did. uh, let's get to this. I've been listening for a while. First question I want to ask you. So you
Mm-hmm.
mean to tell me that the education disparity of the 1980s and the 1990s was because they dumped crack in our neighborhoods?
No, I didn't say
That
that.
was one of the reasons.
I didn't say that.
That's what I heard you
That's
say.
what you heard.
But
No,
either way, okay,
that's what you heard.
well,
That's not
okay.
what I said.
Let's back up. Let's back up just a little. If that were
Okay.
true, okay, say I lived in Oakland and I ran
Okay.
across this big old box and I opened it up and it was full of crack. Is it up to the people that left it there? Or is it up to me to leave it alone?
And your point is what?
My point is, we cannot continue to say that these folks, these white folks, came into our communities, dumped drugs in there, and that's why black boys have fell behind, because the only
I didn't say
opportunity
that.
they had to. No,
I
but
didn't say that.
you have not. No, you have not
I didn't say that.
said that today.
I never
Had
said that.
that.
I never
Maybe
said that.
not today.
I never
Maybe
said
not
that.
today, but you
Where?
have said it.
Where did I say that? Where?
On
Where?
Charles Faulkner's
When?
panel,
When?
New
Okay. What
Styles
did I say?
panel,
What did I say?
any other panel. Okay,
What
let's
did
go to
I
this
say?
then. How about
What
this?
did I? No, 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 no.
How about something that's a
What
little?
did I say? No, no, no. What did I say?
No,
What did I say? You accuse me
I'm
of saying something.
answering
What
your
did I say?
questions, bro.
No.
No,
Huh?
I just answered your question. I just
What do
answered.
you?
You said
What did I?
one
No.
of the
What did
main
I say?
reasons. You gonna let me answer it or what?
Yeah.
Which one? You said on several occasions, one of the reasons there's a disparity in the educational system is of the what? 1984 crime bill, where they came through our neighborhoods and snatched out our young black boys. Did you
I didn't
not
say
say
that.
that?
No.
Well, okay, revamp to me what you said.
In other words, what happened with the contract between black men and black women, especially as far as family? I said, how far you want to go back, right? He said, and what did he say? The 1980s. I said that's when neoliberalism and Ronald Reagan, who they admitted it, dumped crack and cocaine into the black neighborhoods on purpose.
Okay, right there. Okay, let's
that
stop
was a
right
family.
there.
It had nothing to do with the education.
Okay, right there. Let's stop right there. If they dump crack into our neighborhoods, BGS, is it completely the white man's fault that our neighborhoods were overrun by crack? If I gave you, if I gave you a gun and told you to shoot, give you a gun to go shoot and tell you to shoot big,
whose job is to keep it out?
Our job, the community, the men in the community. Our job. That's our job.
The government.
Wait a minute. You can't have it. Right, but Big J, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways, bro. You can't want to be the protector and the leader of the community and then say that people won't let you do something.
Oh boy.
Which one you gonna have?
Well, wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
Anyway.
But DJ, let's add on something to it. So he wants the government to keep the drugs out of said community.
Yes.
But then though he don't want the government, he in anger man and all those Negroes over there.
Why don't you stick with me?
Never petitioned the government back in 2015 to do what needs to be done.
What's that?
Okay.
And
They never even lobby anything.
That's to do with what?
They never even lobby a bill.
What bill were we supposed to lobby?
Black boys.
What's supposed to be lobby? What bill was supposed to lobby?
I'm glad I have you here, BGS. Can you explain this?
Okay.
How about your last update from yesterday? How about the juice ain't worth the squeeze? Explain that.
Okay. The juice ain't worth it. Did you see the video?
I didn't see the video, bro. I'm asking you the question.
No. Go back and watch the video. He explained it in the video.
Nah, I ain't got time for all of that.
Well, then I'm not going to. Well, did you have to explain? I'm not going to explain it then. Go
all
watch
right.
it.
Well, I tell you from the layman's terms, if I saw that, I wouldn't.
Good.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Come on,
good.
Bro. What do you mean? Meaning what?
Good. No, I'm not meaning anything. Go back and watch the video.
Why?
Why
can't you just? Why can't you? No,
I'm not. I don't have to. I don't have to. I'm not.
Why can't you just tell me the?
I don't have to. Go. No, I don't have to. Go back and watch it.
That doesn't make sense.
You're not gonna believe me.
So you mean to tell me you?
It doesn't. No, I don't have to.
So you can't give me a brief synopsis about this shadow.
No.
Why not?
Go back and watch.
Why should I have to go and watch the whole thing?
Because I said so.
Ooh, that makes me really want to go watch it.
Well, then don't watch it. Then I'm not going to answer it.
Okay, well, let's move on from that.
Okay. Last question.
Last question.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, he about to leave, y'all.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Dude, I'm 2 hours ahead of you. I've been up all night. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, the last question to you: What has the manosphere in the 8 years that you've been on? Yeah. What has the manosphere done to uplift our black boys?
Our black boys? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. It takes longer than this, but the thing is that
give me three things. Give me three things.
The first thing we did was actually get in contact with the educators, the people inside the system, to start advocating for black boys and black men inside the system, right?
Okay.
Okay. First thing you
Okay.
got to do, because it takes a while. Okay,
Okay.
you can, me myself and the management cannot do it on this side of the wall. We have to go on the other side of the wall. We have to encourage black male educators that are on the other side, like High Scholar, who's one of them, PhD educator, right, that talks about this. Just came aboard, right, to actually start advocating for the education and upliftment of black boys and get them the type of education that they need.
And y'all
Okay,
talk about that
that's what.
where on your
And
streams? On your streams, y'all talk about that?
we've done it. I talked about it on Dr. Johnson's stream, Green Gorilla's stream, Ron O'Neill's stream, my streams, on the when we can actually get them into the Coliseum and talk
Okay.
about it there too.
And how much progress has that made, BGS? It's
Quite
good
a
to
bit.
talk. It's good to talk about it, but from this, let's go one point. You said
Okay.
one point first. Okay.
Okay.
From what I've seen so far, since I've been around the YouTube streets for the last 3 to 4 years, it just seems to me it's just like the same vicious circle.
Well, okay.
Of let's talk about the black boys for a few seconds, and then let's go blame the black women about all the other problems. Something fell out the tree, like Big J said the other day. It's the black woman's fault. Somebody got hit by a bus in Ontario. It's the black woman's fault. Everything about us as black people does not derive from the fallacies of black women. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that, but I also would say that your worldview colors what you see and filters what you hear coming into your consciousness. Okay, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to hear. So that's
based
see,
on your right. So that's
no.
Based on your environment.
That's based on That's based
your
on
environment.
who you. That's based on who you are. Your
environment. Right, your environment. Right, and who you're around. And what you are.
I don't know what your environment is, sir. So I couldn't tell you.
Well, apparently I don't know yours either, except for the environment that you show me on YouTube.
That's what you look for. That's what you look for.
No.
Nobody talks about the other. Nobody talks about the other stuff that I put up. They always talk about when it comes to women.
No, BGS. That's absolutely not true. BGS.
That's what you focused on.
Sir,
that's what you focused on. That's
no,
what you focused on.
What I focus
that's
on.
What you focused on. No, that's bullshit. That's what you focus on. That's bullshit.
Wait a minute. That's a bit of a deflection.
Bullshit.
But I'll give you that.
That is bullshit.
Okay, that's a bit of a deflection.
No, it's not a deflection.
My point to this is
it's bullshit. Okay. But what else do you talk about when I talk about other stuff? Nobody brings that shit up, do they?
Well, you do talk. Listen, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I always do, and that's what you're not hearing.
Well, give me some
what I'm saying. Okay, I'll give you the credit. There's a few things that I've heard you say and that I heard you speak about has absolutely been on point. You sound like you're a man. You sound like you're a man of intelligence. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
But BGS. Do you agree that at your age, the last thing that you should be giving out is relationship advice?
I give out the advice that people ask me for. Yes, I should be, because I'm an elder, like anybody else. Yes, I should.
Okay.
What is a long-lasting relationship that qualifies you for that?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
In other words, if I can stop a guy from making the same mistake I did, guess what I'm supposed to do?
What mistake did you make?
A lot of them. Picking the wrong woman. That's number one.
Why did you pick the wrong woman? What's wrong with you? He just said you was a man.
Everybody picks it. It doesn't matter. Wrong people all the time. You can be the smartest person in the world.
So you people pick the wrong people all the time.
In fact, I allowed the wrong person to actually pick me. So I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So earlier in the stream, you said when Big J asked you about single mothers, you said that they should have been choosing better. That's what you said.
I didn't
say that. You're allowed to make mistakes in your relationship.
No, that's what you said.
Yes, you did. I'll go back and
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say that.
When he asked you about how are you down in single mothers when y'all single fathers.
I didn't say
that.
that.
So what did you say when he said that?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay, so you didn't say that. So or single mothers allowed, or they allowed to have made a mistake?
Yeah, they are.
So why do y'all consistently talk about single mothers if they're allowed to make a mistake?
But your mistakes also define you, just like your successes. Okay.
Y'all are making it define us. You literally just said that you teach boys not to date single mothers. You said that you teach boys not to date single mothers. Now you're telling me that it was okay for them to make a mistake. Which one is it?
Repeat what I said then. What did I say?
Sir,
What did I say?
Sir,
What did I? No, no. What did I say?
shut
What
up.
did I say?
Sir,
What did I
you
say?
said
What did I
that.
know, sir? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? And why did I say it? There's a reason that I said it. Why did I say it?
Big J asked you about why
What
are
did I
y'all
say?
down
What? No.
single.
What did I say? And why did I
So
say
you're
it?
not gonna let me speak
What?
because you can't
No.
answer the
What did I
question.
say? And why did I say? Not answering my
So,
question. What did I say?
it
What I
doesn't
said?
matter.
Yes,
I
well,
just
it
asked
does.
you a
It does
question. You
matter.
just
It does
answered.
matter. It does matter. You interrupted for this. What did I say? And
Sir,
why did I say it? Yeah, sir,
why are
sir,
you
ma'am,
teaching
ma'am,
boys not to
ma'am,
date single
ma'am,
mothers if
ma'am,
it's okay for
ma'am,
them to make a
ma'am,
mistake?
ma'am,
And you
ma'am.
made mistakes.
As you can make a
Just answer
mistake.
the question.
I said, who said what?
I asked you, why are
I
you
pay,
teaching
I pay,
boys not to
I
date
pay,
single
I
mothers,
pay,
but it's okay for you to make a mistake?
why
Now
did
you
I
just
say
said
it?
it's
Why
okay
did
for
I say
women
it?
to make a
Why did
mistake.
I say
So
it? Why did I say
why
it?
are you teaching
Why
boys
did I
not to
say
date
it?
single mothers?
Why did I
Can you
say
just
it?
answer it?
Why did I say
That
it?
is
Why did I say it?
BGS. BGS.
Why did
Why
you
did I
say
say
it?
it?
That
Why did I
is
say
a
it?
legitimate question.
I
That is a
answered the question.
legitimate.
I answered
Okay,
the
but
question
no, but
twice.
You
that,
ain't
I
that
answered
answering
the
is a
the
question.
legitimate.
I
question.
answered the
You
DJ
no, you
answered the
haven't
question
answered.
twice.
Crying. You on
I
here
answered the
crying.
question. I answered the question twice. Answered it
That is,
twice.
but that is okay.
I
That is a
answered it
legitimate
twice.
question, though.
I answered it
What?
twice.
Okay, let's leave that alone, ma'am.
I
Answer the
answered it
Ma'am,
twice.
question.
I
Because
answered
you
it
looking
twice.
weak
I
right now.
answered it
You looking like
twice.
your
I
arguments don't have
answered it
nothing to
twice.
stand on.
I answered it
it
twice.
doesn't.
You didn't even
It
answer
does
it
I
once.
not.
answered it. I answered it twice.
Listen.
You didn't accept my
Okay,
answer. Well, that's fine.
that's part one.
So answer it again.
I answered it twice. Okay.
Answer it again, because
I don't have.
I don't see nobody in the chat saying that you
We're not.
answered the question.
I'm not going to answer your question 3
Sir,
times.
because you can't
I'm
answer
not
it
going
because
to
you
answer your
full of
question 3
shit. That's
times.
why you
So are you,
can't
ma'am.
answer it.
So are you full of shit. It's okay.
I'm not full of shit,
Yes, you
sir.
are. Yes,
You're
you
full
are.
of shit.
You are full of shit. Yes, you are.
Sir,
Okay.
Bullshit, as a
so
matter of fact.
why are you teaching
Bullshit,
little
as a matter of
boys
fact.
not to date single
Bullshit,
mothers
as a
if
matter of
it's
fact.
okay for them to make a mistake?
Bullshit, as a
Since
matter of
you
fact.
couldn't even choose right.
Bullshit, as a
You
matter of
couldn't
fact.
choose right.
Bullshit, as a
That's
matter
why
of
you
fact.
so mad.
Bullshit, as a matter of fact.
Okay, okay. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
So let's follow your logic, BGS.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you pick wrong, right? That's
Yeah.
what you said, right?
I allowed to be picked wrong. I allowed myself to pick wrong, right?
Oh, so you allowed
You know,
yourself to pick
she
wrong.
picked me.
Okay,
She
okay, okay,
picked me. Okay.
okay. Wait a minute. Then what makes you think you was the wrong one, not
Huh?
her?
I don't.
What,
You have to ask her about that.
So
Sir,
no,
so you don't know how to
no, no,
self-reflect?
hold on.
You
Wait,
don't
hold
know
on.
how to self-reflect? You can't answer this
Yo,
man's
stop.
question?
Hey.
Down, girl. Down.
Sir, you can't
Down,
self-reflect?
girl. Down, girl.
Wait,
Sir,
hold
you
on.
can't
Down,
self-reflect?
girl. Down, girl.
Wait, hold on.
This,
No,
this,
be,
this why this
Down,
man get
girl.
no pussy.
Down,
Y'all
girl.
can see why
Down,
he don't get
girl.
no pussy.
Down,
You
girl.
can't self-reflect when he asks you a
Control her.
question.
Down, girl.
wait.
We got to ask her. Well, she's not around, sir, because of your annoying ass attitude. So we can't ask
No,
her.
I want y'all to notice something. I want y'all to notice something. BJS did not answer the question.
What question was that?
So let me ask the question the other way. What make you? Do you see yourself the right pick for her?
So why are you asking me? Evidently, she
Because
picked me. She picked me, and she chased me for 10 years. So evidently, she thought I was okay.
No, because you said
And my adult children,
wrong.
my
No,
adult
because you said
for
you
me,
chose
for
wrong.
me,
Wait a
So
for
minute.
if
me,
Wait a minute.
you
for me,
chose wrong,
for me.
what
Did
makes
I
it
hear?
right
For
about
me.
you?
Did I hear?
For me.
Big J. AJ. Did I hear
Wait.
BGS just say that a woman chased a man for 10 years? She
Right.
chased you for 10 years, BGS?
Yes.
Did y'all get married?
Actually.
Did y'all get married?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Y'all didn't. So why would no disrespect, BGS? I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. But what would make a woman chase a man for 10 years?
Because she desires him.
Sir, what is desirable about you?
Are you dating me or what?
Sir, what is desirable about you?
Are you dating me or
Sir,
what?
I'm asking for everybody's
Why do you
desirable
want to know that? Why do you want to know that? I'm not
I
attracted
think
to
that
you.
is a legitimate question, BJ.
No, it's not. I'm not dating her.
If a woman chases you for 10 years,
Uh-huh.
and listen, tell you right now, there are about 2 women trying to chase after me right now.
Good.
Right now.
Why are they chasing you?
Well, because I'm intellectual. I'm smart. I treat them with respect, and I'm
Well,
actually talking one of them. By
well,
the way, I'm talking one of them.
Look how
see,
My
easy
well,
thing
he
is,
see,
answered that
Why?
Big J,
question.
Why
Big
did she
J,
pick
Big
me?
Look
J,
how easy he
see,
answered that.
I mean, this is not a date. This is not a
right,
dating.
exactly.
It's not a
That's
dating
exactly
thing.
what I was about to say. You notice how easily he answered that question because
yeah,
he's aware. He's aware of what, as you guys say, he is aware what he brought to the table. Intellect.
right, right,
That's one thing.
right. So so
He
so
said
it
that.
was easy
But you can
Okay.
for me. It's easy for me to answer that
I
question.
have.
Why so hard for you to answer that question, BGS?
Okay. Okay. I'll play along with this just this one time. I'm
Okay.
6'1". I'm
nah,
I was
that's all right. We don't need your
I'm not
credentials.
even 6 foot. Next.
I'm
I'm
six
not
foot.
6 foot.
I'm
Nah,
6'1".
nah. I'm
What
6'1" and tons of fun, and I dress to a T. That sounds like a
you asked me why would a
Oh, okay.
woman pick me?
So,
Did you
what
hold
happened?
ask?
on,
You
hold on.
pretend
Did
you're
you
scared
Let
to
ask?
him
talk.
Did you
finish.
ask? Did you
Let him
ask?
finish.
Did
Now,
you
BJ,
ask? Did you ask? Okay.
BJ.
Did
Go
you ask?
ahead and finish it, please.
Okay. I'm 6'1". I'm
Uh,
athletic. Okay. With at least when I was young, right? Okay.
right.
I had a 29-inch waist. I had 21-inch biceps. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have 140 IQ. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I come from a slightly elevated class from her as far as education is concerned. Okay.
Okay.
That's why she would pick me.
Sir, what about your personality that she likes? You're naming
I,
stuff that other men
I,
have. What
I
about
was
your
about to.
personality?
Well, this is not the dating game, okay?
Sir, well, we're
No,
not trying to
but
date
no,
you.
Not a
We,
da-
we,
BGS.
we, we, we trying to
this is
see
not a
why
dating
a
game.
man like you
Why
is
are you
trying to
why are you so
teach
curious about?
boys.
Curious? I'm not dating you, so what do you care?
Nobody's dating you.
Well, then
No,
fine.
no.
You
My
asked me why would she
curiosity
pick
is
me.
the reason. Right.
That's why she picked
The
me.
reason why, BGS. The reason why I ask these dating questions is, okay, you're a man over 50, but a lot
Now,
of folks that I see
now
over
I
in your
am.
chat, in your space, okay, over in your spaces, I see a lot of
Uh-huh.
those men that are 25, 26, around 30, whatever, looking for
Most of them
direction.
are 35
Right,
and old. Most of
right,
them are 35 and older. Yeah.
right, right. But when
And
my point exactly.
about 25%
At
of them
30,
are actually
right.
married.
Right. At 30, right, exact my point exactly. So at 35 and 40 and married, what the hell would they be looking for a relationship dating advice for?
Because they're not married to men, they're married to women. You still have to relate to your wife.
Okay, but a relationship with your wife is something that's personal. That's not what you go out and tell
Well,
everybody
it
else
might be
about.
personal, but they're not telling me about their relationship with. They actually want to learn how to better relate to their wife.
But okay, I'll give you that. But
Mhm.
how could they get that from you when you were never
Easy.
married?
It doesn't
Oh,
matter. I know how to relate to women. The wives are still women, are they not?
Well, no, you got to draw a line between wife and woman
No,
because
you don't.
there's women.
You're a
BGS,
woman before
there's
they're a
women.
wife.
No, there's women you could go out and talk to. There's women that you could go out and hang out with, and there's some things that you have to do for your wife, whereas some things that you don't have to
Wives,
do for
so
women.
wives, so women stop. So women stop being women when they're wives.
No, I didn't say that. I
Well, then
said
I
that
don't get
there's
the
two.
correlation.
There's a separate. Let's
Why?
give it a
How?
separation of class here.
How?
Okay, a
How?
separation of
How?
class. There's a
How?
woman out there that's single, right?
Okay.
And there's a woman out there that's married. Both
Okay.
of those are not the same type women
Yes, they are.
anymore. They're
Yes,
not.
they are.
No, they're
Yes, they
not.
How
are.
are they the same type of women
Yes,
when
they
all
are.
you're sitting up
Yes,
there
they
is
are.
doing is telling men
Yes,
not to date black women?
what are you talking about? You all out
You
of
y'all
left
always
field.
Huh?
say
You're
y'all
all
women
you're
ain't
all
wife
out of
material.
left
Now
field.
you telling them that women are the
But
same.
You're all out of
okay,
right
well,
Like you
field.
just
You're
say
all out
stuff
of
to
in the
try to fix
bleachers.
your
You're in the
argument.
bleachers. You're in the bleachers. Good grief.
I'm not in no bleachers, baby.
You're in the
I know
bleachers.
that's
You're in
what
the
you want to
bleachers.
think.
You're all out in the
I'm
left
not.
field. You're all out in the left field.
I'm
What are you
not.
talking about? Yes, you are. Gotta hear yourself talk.
no, but back to what I'm saying is, it seemed to me, okay, I was married at one time.
And why are you not married anymore?
Not your business.
Uh,
Not your business. But either way, the
yeah,
point of the matter is, when I was
bullshit.
now that I'm
Uh-huh.
single, I
Uh-huh.
understand that there's a different level of woman that I'm dealing with because I'm not going out dealing with married women. You understand what I'm saying? When I go out on a date, this woman is single. there's a but if that's you have you dated a married woman?
I have.
That's the problem.
No, why? How?
They didn't separate themselves from the field.
What are you talking about?
They didn't separate themselves. They might have gave you the idea, or might have told their husband they were married. But as far as the world was concerned, they was still out doing their thing.
She was separated when I was with her. Okay, and she was divorced shortly thereafter.
Okay, well, see, you see, you got.
Well, she was married when I got with her. Okay, it is what it is.
Listen, BGS. When you start
now we're going all out and going on all.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Come on.
Round and round and round we go. Where are we going with this?
Well, hold on.
You know something? You're good at deflection.
You got with her?
Huh?
Was she married when you got with her?
She told me that she.
Go ahead and answer.
Go ahead and answer for me. Go ahead and answer for me, DJ.
You said.
Go ahead and answer. No, DJ. Ask him. He'll answer for me.
No, I don't have 140 IQ.
No, he's getting ready to say.
I don't have a 140 IQ. So
what's your IQ? What's your IQ then, DJ? What's your IQ? What is it then?
Old enough to eat cornbread without getting choked.
Oh, that's about 70. Okay, it's about 70. Okay. Anyway.
Oh man. Anyway.
Okay.
Listen, tell me yours. Listen. You want to know mine? Tell me yours.
My reason for being divorced.
Divorce, yeah.
Right. Honestly, because we just grew apart. The things that attracted us was not enough things to keep us together.
Okay. So
this
woman was being a woman.
No, I'm not saying that. I was being a man and she was being a woman. We did not jive in the same areas anymore.
But
it wasn't a fact of infidelity or anything like that. It was just the fact that we just grew apart. People say that you can't fall out of love. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. And that's what happened to us. I still talk to her. I still see her. Not like that. We're still friends, but I know that we could not be married. And she knew that we could not be married. The dog knew that we could not be married.
So your ex-wife, is she still a woman, or did she go back to being a woman?
She's always been a woman, BGS.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm talking about.
But what I'm saying is, there's two classes of women. There's two classes of women.
There's all kind of classes. There's all kind of classes.
Well, in the dating game, there's two classes of women.
There's single women. There's all kind of classes of women, even in the dating game.
Single women. There's single women, those women that let's put this. Let me put in this little morality clause. Okay, some of us will not deal with married women.
Anyway, right? Wrap it up because I got to go to sleep.
Okay, well, wrap it up. Either way,
it's been fun.
But
I did come up, didn't I, Big J?
Yeah, this the most fun you had because you ain't got no woman to have fun with.
Yeah. But you're the reason I actually stopped, became a monk. Okay. Chicks like you.
Chicks like me, what? You don't know me.
Yeah, I do know you.
What you know about me?
I know about you. You're an insufferable chick. That's what I.
What did that mean? I'm insufferable to you.
Insufferable, yeah. To most
I'm
men.
Insufferable to you, right?
To most men, no.
Because you're insufferable. I'm not insufferable.
To most men. To most men, yes, you are. Yes, you
are. Most men like you.
You didn't just come up here like that. No. You've been that way.
Most men like you.
You've been that way. You've been that way. You've been that way. You're insufferable. You're insufferable. You're insufferable. See, but you like my voice, don't you, sweetie? That's why you're up here.
I was up here before you.
And that's why you
This not your channel. What are you talking about?
You like my voice. That's the problem with you.
So if I did like your voice, that's a problem.
Too much energy towards me. Okay.
Yo, I was up here first.
It's okay. It's all right.
Just like I was on that other panel.
It's all right. It's all right, baby. You're not the first. Okay.
So you go lay in your bed.
You're not the first to be attracted to my voice, sweetie. It's okay.
Are you flirting with her, BJ?
No,
I'm about to say, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I mean, are you flirting with her?
I'm not. I'm soothing the savage beast That's what
Let
I'm
me
doing.
leave.
Anyway,
Shit.
You
I don't
feeding
have to leave. I'm
yourself?
getting ready to leave. I got to go to bed, y'all. Been fun.
Go to
Mm-hmm.
bed.
Peace
Go to
out.
bed, all right.
Try to keep
Mm-hmm.
yourself warm.
Oh my God. Oh,
She got you. Now,
oh,
don't BGS. Don't say nothing else. She got you. Leave it
oh
alone.
man.
Leave it right there, bro. Walk out. Just walk. Go to
Man, but
sleep.
he never really answered that question. He
You're
never
on
really
mute.
I've been on panels with him like 3 times. He doesn't answer questions. It's just fun for me to aggravate him at this point. I know he's not going to answer any questions.
because
But
he never really answered that question. I mean, wondering because I want to ask. Wait a minute, because he said something about a married woman, right? I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, a married woman. Then he said something about she was separated, and then though she was
Yeah.
divorced. Wait, whoa.
Right. And, but again, those are the guys that's going over there talking about they're giving out great information. And when you speak on them about something, there's always a new ice cube they got to put in the glass to keep themselves cool. In this case, a married woman. Oh, but then there's stipulations behind that. Oh, she was divorced, but she's still married. Makes no difference, does it? In the eyes of the law, she's still married. But
Right.
these are the
That's
guys
what.
that go over there and give these so-called seminars or these classes on being a better man. How could you be a better man when one of the very first questions I ask you is questions about deceit or misogyny or something like that, and you can't simply answer that?
You see how that worked? Because when he said, "Yeah, I was with this married woman," see, well, because I was like, wait, stop, and then though he changed from, oh, she was uh separated, and then
She
though
was
she was,
separated, right? The standard,
yeah,
right?
like,
The standard
well,
answer. The standard answer, right?
yeah, like I'm looking at him like, you were for real? Okay, okay. I never heard him said this before, right? Cause well, I did about years ago, but him bringing that back up, I'm like, oh, really? You really stepped into this.
Yeah, yeah. You
How,
just
so
it's
how?
just you
You
just got to
see,
know the question to ask these guys. Like again, like before, with the little black boys things and the different things like that. Yeah, they do talk about the black boys over on those panels, but it's only for a hot second, a hot minute. You know what I'm talking about, Big J. You've
yeah,
been around these folks. You know,
yeah, like
every
two
every
2 minutes.
conversation, right? Every
Yeah,
conversation reverts back to what a black woman did wrong to them. Am I wrong?
yeah. No, you ain't wrong. You are right because like they will spend like 2 minutes. Okay, the title can be "What's Wrong with Black Boys." First 2 minutes, maybe to five. After that, the rest of the 8 hour conversation, black women, black
Black
women.
women, right?
Uh, like
Right.
her. Oh, here's her weave. Her coochie stink and.
Yeah,
and
that's
why
right.
she got long nails and all that stupid ass shit they be
I,
saying?
I I heard him on a panel the other day. I don't know if you're probably still in the clouds, BGS listening or not, but I heard you in the clouds the other day. You was on a panel telling someone that since the lady was saying that black women, most majority of black women wore some kind of piece in their hair or weave or something, and his follow up to that was that's why black men are not checking for y'all. So then he gave the statistic: 85% of y'all black women, or someone in that panel, 85% of y'all wear pieces or weaves in your hair. So, and then he says it again. That's why black men don't fuck with y'all. So I'm thinking myself, if 85% of black women, as y'all say, wear hair pieces or wigs or whatever, and only 15% left, who y'all fucking?
Uh-oh. And my thing is this. I don't see black women wearing that like that. Not where I'm at. I don't see
Can I
black women
can
wearing.
I tell y'all something as a woman? I I wear my natural hair and I wear weave. But I'm gonna let you know every time I wear weave, more men talk to me every single time. So all this, oh y'all wear weave stuff. When I wear my natural hair, don't matter if I got dreads or a short haircut or some puff balls. I do not get the attention that I get when I put on a Peruvian hair wig. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. Oh my God. I could go into the grocery store. I could be walking down the street, people beeping at me and all that. So all that, oh y'all were we got the like you can't tell a woman that y'all don't like weave when we could put it on and take it off. We know the attention that we get when we're wearing our natural hair. I'm a natural hairstylist. I've talked to many women when that whole natural hair movement was going on, and they stopped wearing perm and they stopped wearing weaves. Many women sat in my chair and told me that their husbands were mad because they were doing that, like literally angry. There are some women that husbands left them because they went natural, because they didn't like the way they looked after that. So when they have these arguments, and I'm a hairstylist and I've been doing this for over 10 years, I know they're lies. They're lies. I do men's hairs too, and I used to work in Atlanta, and I know this. I mean, I'm friends with this guy, and he's always online. Oh, y'all black women don't wear y'all natural hair. Y'all black women don't wear y'all natural hair. But he happens to be he directs films and stuff. And I asked him, I said, well, you're always online screaming about women wearing natural hair, but every time you produce a film, all the women got weave. You know what he said to me? Oh, well, weave just looks better on film. What? So I said, so you're out here on your personal page talking about all black women do is wear a weave, but when you're casting people for your films, you don't cast any women with natural hair. And I said, if you needed women with natural hair, I do natural hair. You know, I do a couple models hair and stuff. You could have asked me. Then he has no answer for that. So my answer is, this is something that, I was watching like an old comedy show, and I think it was Martin. He started talking about this women's weave in the audience as a joke. And I wondered, is this where this started, where men started talking about women's weaves? I feel like it's just a talking point. But men.
I think you're right. When you bring up the Martin, I think that is, because Martin made the jokes about with Pam with the weavy wonder and things like that. Me personally, I've never heard men complain about women wearing, pieces in their hair or weaves in their hair until I started coming onto the YouTube streets.
And let me say this right. Um, as somebody who grew up in a white area, and you hear all these manager dudes talking about black women wearing weave and all that, it's usually Caucasian women that wear that shit.
Yeah, there are. You go back all the way to the 70s or the 80s. A lot of those women, like the Charlie's Angels, a lot of them
Yeah,
very
yeah.
wanted to have was pieces.
Right, because I'm usually around white women. They wear more weave than black women. So I don't know why these
They
guys
do.
talk about, yeah, I'm SYSBM. I'm going over the fence because black women wear weave. And dude, you don't know what's on the other
Oh,
side. It's like though these
right.
guys like never been on the other side of the fence. If you
It's a
go on
great.
the other side of the fence, you'll see them wearing weave. I see them take weave out of their head. See that all the time.
Right. Filipino
I mean, there
women
was
wear
actually a
weave.
time where, I mean, you're saying absolutely right with the white, like these lace fronts. Y'all know they been had lace fronts in the 60s. We couldn't afford lace fronts in the 60s. Now, this is, like I said, I went to cosmetology school, so we had to study the history of hair. White women been doing this. They
Mm-hmm.
been doing it. We couldn't even afford weave at one time. And like you saying, when it's on white women, they might have not even known that it was weave, but now I mean, we have Instagram. I actually just did a video. All women wear weave. It doesn't matter if they're Asian. I said to a
Right.
guy one day, "You think Asians is producing this weave and they don't wear it? Like, what are you thinking?" I have no idea why some of these men are so concerned about women's hair. When we're little girls, hair, makeup, whatever. When we're little girls, our parents usually give us dolls and stuff to play with, and we play in the hair, we play in the makeup, and as we get older, we play in the hair and we play in the makeup. And I mean, we like it. We're girls, and somehow all of a sudden, YouTube air, we're just supposed to. I'm just not understanding why we were just supposed to grow up and be like, oh, black men aren't going to like weaves, so let's just stop wearing it. I just don't know where that came in. Although there was a natural hair movement, which was for us, it wasn't anything to do with men. It was for us, and we still have these men with these same talking points. And as Big J said at the beginning, he's trying to destroy these talking points because they don't even matter. Us talking about weave is not moving us forward. It's not.
The,
There are plenty
yeah,
of women who, like I just said, I do natural hair. There's plenty of women out there because I had to transition because of the natural hair movement. So there are plenty of women out here that's wearing natural hair. I don't understand what the argument is. It's very immature argument.
like BGS, right? BGS is part of that SYSBM community, right? You know, save yourself, black men. But you talk about save yourself, black men. They're about divesting from the black community and go to other groups of women. But my thing is, if you actually been with these other groups of women, they're wearing the same. They're wearing weave too. And I don't know, DJ, if you ever read the manifesto of the SYSBM,
I've glanced through it, Big J.
right? Because it's complaining about black
Yeah,
women wearing hair weave. Like one
yeah.
of them is about black. I'm like, and then I'm seeing pictures of black men hanging around with white women and shit. I'm like, do you realize that white girl who you hugging up on is wearing weave? And I can see it. But you can't sit there and you can't tell those shit she wearing
I,
weave.
I, I don't understand why they think that by, as you say, going their own way. But when they go their own way, what are they after? They're still after women. Am I correct? They're going over to to the Philippines or to Mexico to get another woman instead of a black woman. But they act like these women don't argue. These women don't have problems. These women aren't single mothers. These women don't expect the level of expectation from the men that are coming, especially if you're going to someplace like the Philippines to catch you a bride. That woman expects you to have everything. She ain't bringing shit to the table.
And here is the thing. Here is the thing about them passport bros, right? They're out there, and BJ's did a video about 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm going to download this video, right? I want you to notice the passport bro saying, well, because of black single mothers and all that, I'm going south of the border. Well, and since BGS called him is now trying to find the flag of SYSBM, he forgot he did a video about 4 or 5 years ago saying that Latin America, especially in Colombia, in Venezuela, and in Panama, there's an increase of single parent households headed by women.
Hmm.
And I bet you BGS forgot to put that video on private. But I got it though.
Again, Big J, a lot of the stuff that he was saying earlier, I asked him because I've heard him say it before. The man is good at deflection. I will give him that. A lot of things that he said, I guess when he's around a crowd of more friendlier people, he'll feel more friendly or more viable to expound his ideology. But the simple questions that I asked him, you saw what each time they ended up in what an argument with the young lady on the panel, or
Mhm.
no, you do it, no, you say it, no, you do it, no, you say it. We did that shit when we were, what, third, fourth grade.
Right,
No,
right.
knock this stick off my shoulder. I dare you. I dare you to cross this line. That's what this sounds to me. That's what the conversation that I was having with a man that just told me that he has an IQ of 140. Okay. All right.
And right, if you had IQ 100, 140, you could have whooped my ass, the
Yeah.
late Femi's ass,
My,
and
right. The
DJ's
three
ass.
of us, the
All
three
right,
of us should have not been able to rattle a man with 140 IQ as we did. We
right.
shouldn't have been able to rattle him.
He
We
could
should have been
easily
able to answer a
stomp
question.
my ass. He could have easily stomped my ass into the
That's right.
ground. He had 100, 140 IQ.
Yep. It's okay. It's okay. Like I'm looking down the chat room. It's okay to keep playing dumb. He see what this thing about him. He thinks that he's dumbing himself down by speaking to us. I noticed that about them panels.
And listen to what BB keep on talking about. Well, black women hair don't look like their hair, and black women wearing hair that looks like that. That's not even the argument. That
That's not
wasn't
even
even
Can
the
I
argument.
ask a
The
question
argument
about
is
that?
Steve itself.
What does it matter if black? Okay, I'm sorry. I've been doing hair for a long time. Sometimes somebody want a straight weave. Sometimes somebody want a curly weave. Sometimes some people want braids. So what does it matter if somebody wants to wear a straight weave? Like what I'm trying to understand, why is this the downfall of the community? Why is it such a focus because women want to do other things with their hair? Why? Why is that the focus? Like I just put in there, half y'all don't even know it's a catalytic converter. You think it's a Cadillac converter, but you know about some weave and some acrylics. I didn't know, man. My car break down. My car break down. I say, sir, can you help me with my car? Oh, I don't know about no car. I don't know what's wrong with it. But y'all know about weave and acrylics.
Yeah.
I want him to answer me. Why is this the downfall of the community? Because a girl want to wear a Remy weave sometime. This is what I'm not understanding. The
Yeah.
focus, there's little boys out here that are gonna want a wife one day. We're not focused on. If we were on a panel the other day, D. Darrell had stated that Black women have been loving Black men since the beginning of time, and I understand that the hypergamous thing, but he also stated that Black women have been dating broke Black men for a long time. Obviously, we love our men. I mean, why wouldn't we? When we hear these arguments about the weave all the time, I don't wear weave anymore, but it doesn't make me look at our men favorably if this is all they're talking about. We bring so much to the table. We have so much love to give. We got so much love to give, and all we keep hearing about is our hair and our nails. And not all men do that. What I am learning that these are certain
What do
types
you
of men.
think? What do you think? You think we, as Black men, you think we fetishize Black women's hair to the point to where it bothers us?
No, people like BGS in this BB in the chat do. I when I'm talking to men like you and Big J, hair is not even a
Not
topic.
even an issue, right?
It's not
Not
it's
happening,
not it's not
right?
even thought about. So that's
Right.
what I'm
Not
learning from being
I,
learning from being on panels with men that are actually men and they're working to better the community versus these other men that or I guess I don't know if they're here to destroy it or if they're just self-destructive in themselves and they don't want anybody else to prosper.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a bit of self-loathing, and I think it's a little bit of if I can't be happy, I don't want anybody else around me happy. I think it's an idea of where I used to be 20 years ago. I don't really want to move out the way. I want to be the big man on campus. So I'm going to keep all of my little underlings under me. I'm going to keep them, at a level of wanting to keep me elevated. And this is what I see from the BGSs and the angry mans of the world. They're quick to say that they have the greatest supporters in the world, but if you really listen to them, they're like the Trumpites. Trump says he loves his supporters, but every chance he gets, he throws them under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. Hey, I just had to drop down earlier, but I think I appreciate what you all said. Y'all were holding it down because BGS is a king deflector,
Yeah,
king deflector.
yeah,
And
he
I
is.
have a theory. This is my theory. I believe that if you look at it, it's a lot of older men who are leading these channels. Nothing wrong with being an older man because you have spice and wisdom, right? But these are men who have not produced anything. They don't really have results. And I think that this is their last stand. Coming online and being the king of something, this is their last stand. This is it for them. They can make money from it and they can be somebody they weren't in real life. And so
Absolutely.
yeah,
I
and
agree.
my
I agree
theory is
with
that a
you.
lot of the guys that follow them, these are guys who probably went to the game coaches. Let's keep it real. And they spend all their money with the game coaches because they really do want to be with somebody. And they might have unrealistic expectations. But the thing is, they were able to be successful with game coaches. And so what's the next step? Red pill. I'm mad.
Mm,
Red pill
yeah,
rage. And so they come to them and these guys give them all the excuses and a weave. A weave is only another excuse not to be able to be with a woman. Every woman in every culture has had weaves for the
yeah,
most part.
absolutely. And another thing I don't get about these so-called pill colors, the red pill, blue pill, black pill, or whatever, they say that they despise. Well, I'm going to use the word despise, but women so much. But the very concept of what they're using to talk about you women was created by a woman. Is this not the Matrix? Was not the Matrix created by a woman?
Good point. Good point. But if
I'm
you
just
look at what
saying.
they do, if you look at what they do, though, they basically are trying to show you 1,000 different reasons why you can't be with a woman. They don't want you because you're not tall enough. They don't want you because you're not this enough. You're too old. And then they do the opposite for the women. You know, you don't want a woman after this many years of age. You don't want a woman who's had a high body count. I mean, they give you a list so long of all the things the women are going to reject about you as a man. They give you a whole list of reasons of why you want to reject a bunch of women. So basically, the only goal in my mind of what they're trying to do is discourage anybody from having productive, good quality
Quality
relationships. That's
relationship,
it.
exactly. That's it. But now with the advent of the super chat and don't worry about it. I can keep you up. I can keep you company all night. You don't need no woman. I can tell you everything you need to know. Just super chat me. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Hit that link. I'll give you
Oh
the
yeah.
Angry Man Standard. I'll give you the SYSBM, MGTOW, all the MGTOW information that you can suck out of me in what? How
Uh,
many hours do they do streams? 9, 10 hour streams?
mm-hmm, 12 hours straight. Hey, have you heard that Anger Man's going to Suge Knight? People off of YouTube now.
No.
He talking about let's get rid of the simps and shit.
No.
So I don't know what he's planning on doing.
Here we go
What
again.
is a
Angry Man.
simp?
I
Uh,
don't know. I don't. They simp. Their definition of a simp here, from what I understand in the YouTube streets, is a man that coddles and caters to a woman that will give gifts to a woman, do this for a woman, do that for a woman, and there's no expectation from the woman. There's nothing involved in it. You would just randomly buy a woman something just for the hell of it.
Why they worried about what a man do with his money?
I don't know.
Uh,
That I can't question. But a simp is really a simp is nothing but an assisted pimp. That's all he is.
uh,
I didn't say
uh,
that. What's the lady
let me
blowing
let me
everybody
track
up right now? The
BB.
queen maker.
Yeah. BB says something that he got no. I don't know why he asked this question, and it's so obvious on why people are saying, hold on, we gotta go back up here. What I forgot was, I
What do you
think
say?
something about why we care about what black men say online, right? And let me say this to you, BB, the objective is to change the culture online. That's my objective. To give pushback to the narrative to the culture that's online. Every time I open up a YouTube channel, or no, every time I open up a YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, it's always some black man t- doing this. Can y'all please act right? Please act right, black women. And you got 10 million other problems affecting your life. Yet the only thing you're gonna talk about was what a woman doing.
Yeah,
You're arguing from the position of
you
weak.
know, and you know what, Big J, as a black man, that shit is discouraging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of all the other things in the world that's really affecting us, you go to some of these panels, they're supposed to be grown men in their 30s, 40s, 50s, BGS in his 60s. These motherfuckers, these grown men are talking about hair weaves. They're talking about
Yeah,
uh,
I'm like,
Prince Seller, whether she's the queen maker or not. They're talking about um, what somebody did on a panel 3 weeks ago. They're talking about the Carlisa Hood situation. They talk about this situation. But when they start talking about things that matter, a man with 140 IQ shouldn't be talking about relationship things.
But look how old they are. Look how old they are talking about dating. You know what I'm saying? How
That's
you 45 worried about dating? Like, what have you
that's
been
what
doing?
that's my point. That's my point. If you have not learned how to date at the age of 45, give it up. Hang it up. It's
Yeah,
done.
for real. Hang it up.
You're done.
can
You're
can I
done.
address BB's comment? He said the same reason you're worried about BGS saying don't deal with single moms. Here's the thing. I am about community. I'm about community. When I was talking to him about single moms, there are, like I said, for you to tell men not to date single moms is really ridiculous, especially when you stay I was with a woman and I picked wrong. I'm not even saying I'm not even necessarily saying that women that are single moms pick wrong. Sometimes you're in love with a person, sometimes you're not. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. So I'm not worried about what he's saying. I'm worried about the little boys. I mean, we probably all have nieces and nephews, right?
Right,
I'm worried
right.
about my nieces growing up and having men just uh dislike them, not knowing anything about their personality, not knowing what type of loving person they could be, not knowing what benefit they could bring to the world. I'm worried about men or younger guys judging my nieces because they have weaves, because they're not the right weight, because of any of that these things guys are saying. Do I think some of these people don't understand that this is about community and what you're putting into the community? We're never going to move forward as a community if these men want to keep fighting these women, especially over weaves.
But
Now,
Femi,
yeah.
the thing is, they're lying. A lot of these guys. Just look at Angry Man. He's dating and marrying a single mom, right?
Oh,
Same thing with Obsidian, dating, marrying, or being with a single mom. Most of these guys who are in Red Pill are lying. They're married to women, just like was it the two women on the breakdown. Those two women they married manosphere men, and both of them already had kids before they got married. So the big lie, the biggest lie is you say all this stuff, but the men who are in Red Pill are doing exactly that. Them passport bros, when they go to DR, Colombia, Brazil, they're dating single moms. So that's the
yeah.
thing. You're saying one thing online, but when you guys go out, you're doing something different. All these women got weaves and you know what I'm saying? The women that they're dating got weaves. They got weaves. So what are you saying online? It's just lies. That's the worst part.
They got weaves, they got tattoos,
Yeah.
they dress skanky. They're when they're showing that these women that they're with and they're dragging on us about being traditional. Once they get with these women, they're not traditional. They want to show their women with the boobs out and they butt cheeks hanging out, but they in Thailand.
Yeah,
So
look at
what?
Austin Holloman. That girl he was hanging out with, she got tattoos, she got weed, tight clothes, nothing traditional. They drinking, smoking. They do everything that you say
Let
you don't
that
want
make
black
sense.
women to do.
Right, right. Let that make sense. Let that make sense.
Don't even get me started on Austin Holloman. That kills me. See, Austin Holloman is from the Dallas Fort Worth area, right? And I'm like, nigga, you out there complaining about women or this, that, and third. Like, they got tattoos, they're fat, they're not traditional, but you go when me and Carolina who's from Brazil, when me and her talked about what he was doing in Brazil, the same types of women he claimed he was leaving.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And when look, I got property in DR, and so I go to DR quite often, and I watch
Um,
them men in Sasua walk up and down the street. Them girls got rolls, jiggling butt, cellulite, fat, all the stuff they say they talk about black women. They go right over there and they be loving it up. They're liars. That's the problem I have. Bunch of
that
liars.
kills me. It just kills me when they make that argument. I say, okay, America's bad. Okay. Once you get over there, so I want me a traditional woman. Okay, but you go over there and you're doing non-traditional things with these women. So how can you look for a traditional woman, but then you're not traditional yourself,
Yeah.
or the action you doing with this person is not traditional. Don't make any
Because I
sense.
haven't seen any of them get married in the past 3 years since they've been talking about this. I haven't seen any of them get married.
The only manager person I saw getting married was Curlin. When Curlin married Sister Georgia, I think that was what 4 or 5 years ago. Because they met online, if I'm not mistaken. Because Curlin's is part of the manosphere. He met Sister George and got married. But I forget, But
But
anyway,
Big J, that's another question. If they're so traditional, why don't they create a space in which they can attract traditional women? I submit to you, I believe they're pushing men towards the rainbow. I really believe
I
that.
do too.
Yeah, it's a rainbow agenda at the end of
You
it.
know,
Is a rainbow.
I used to just believe that. I used to be against that narrative, but the more after I saw what Anton Daniels did with Mr. Fleece Johnson, you saw that interview. That was a trip. Um, I'm starting to believe that because I don't know
What?
if y'all saw that
No, can you
Anton.
tell us?
Oh man, Fleece Johnson told Anton, listen man, if the circumstances any other different, I will take that ass.
Yeah, he did.
He
Oh my
told
goodness.
he told him in his own house,
And
on
Anton was supposed to
Anton's
jump up and
own
he was supposed to
house.
punch him in his shit and tell him, get out my house right now. You disrespected me, my marriage, and my wife and my family. Get out. He didn't do that.
That shit was. I was like, wait a minute. And Anton over the cheese and shit, and Fleece Johnson was flirting his ass off on Anton. I was like, man, you ever seen when women, when every time a guy flirts with a woman, she kind of arch her back because she's aroused. Well, he got
Mm-mm.
aroused, so he started arching his back, Anton on that chair, and I was like, oh man, don't do that, bruh. Don't do that, man. Don't. Yeah, I saw it, man. He was.
His masculine frame was absent
Yeah,
completely.
yeah. All that masculinity left him when he did when Fleece made that statement to him. I was done. I was like, oh, I'm done, man. But shout out to Sexy Red for playing that clip.
Yeah.
That was because I saw that. I said, oh man, come on, man.
But
This
but Big J, what else can it be? If you're basically saying, "Ooh, we're at a gender war that can't end," and you're telling men that the basic building block of of society, which is marriage, is just a trap, and you tell men pump and dump and or just don't deal with women, be a monk, stay with us at 3 o'clock at night every Friday and Saturday instead of going out on dates and meeting nice women. When you just discourage men completely, what else are you going to do except lead them to the rainbow? Somebody explain it to me. What
well,
else?
now let me admit to
Okay.
myself, I've been a monk, so it wasn't like that. But I'll put it like this: but the more you hear things from like people like Edward Anderson and like the whole trying to make arguments about being favorable of lowering the age of consent. You having that conversation. Then you have the other conversation: what is and what is grape. When you having these conversations like that, and y'all have these long conversations, like these are conversations that shouldn't be had because it's not normal to question whether grape is right or wrong. We should know that's wrong. We should know that lowering the age of consent is sickening. But they having these conversations.
But that's right, Jay. And those are conversations they have on a regular basis. It's not just like
Right.
a passing thought of them saying that. And like the young lady was saying, what if you keep continuing to listen to these panels? Every one of our young men will be, how do you say, pushing, carrying
Radicalized.
rainbow flags, and that's basically what it is. They say people can't be radicalized online, but yes, they are. The same
Yep.
thing that they're doing in the political fields, it's the same thing they're doing here. They're radicalizing these young men to believe that women are in some cases, their enemy. Not their helpmates or not their future wives or their mothers, their daughters, or their aunts or their cousins or whatever, that they're the mortal enemies. And that's how a lot of these guys push it. That's why I asked BGS when I asked him, when I said, what do you mean the squeeze is not worth the juice? Explain that. Why would I need to? If there was a book on the shelf, before I went and bought it, isn't there someplace I would be able to look and see what the basic of this book is before I was able to go and buy it? So why couldn't it? Why wouldn't the same opportunity be afforded to me? The reason why he couldn't answer that because he knew it was going to be an embarrassment situation. You don't have to have, like I keep going back to his IQ. You don't have to be have an IQ of 140 to understand when somebody's selling you a load of bullshit.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because like that whole because see he's kind of glad he left because he should be glad he left because that Glendon Cameron issue should have been brought up because that was another the problem when Glenn the Glamour talked about he got those two white girls locked up and he did all types of things with these teenage girls and shit. You remember that conversation?
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So
I
B
do.
just came out there and was supporting Glendon, and I'm sitting there like,
Wow.
yeah, but the dude was admitted he was fucking teenage girls, school age girls.
School age, not
Yeah.
teenagers, not 18,
No, no,
19.
no, not no 17, 18-year olds. No, he was talking about some 16, 15, 14-year-old
Exactly.
girls. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it's still on YouTube. And Edward Anderson and BJS was still sitting there saying, I still support him and I
I
see what he's
rocks with
talking
it.
about. Da, da, da. I'm
No,
like,
that's no, there's some things you just don't rock with. When you hear, if you hear
yeah.
my favorite supporter say something that you know that's so egregious, and you continue to follow or fuck with that person, that means you kind of believe some of the things that he's saying. That included. That wasn't enough to get you to stop
And
following him.
I remember when Forrest, I forgot, is Forrest Igmore, Forrest something now. He changed his name. Forrest said he wants the black community to be like the Taliban, where any black woman over the age of 14 should be forced into marriage
Well,
and should be banned from going to school. You know, I re-
well,
I'm just sitting there like y'all make these videos. Y'all don't want to make these videos and
right. But on
staying
the
on the
let's
garbage.
let's say take for instance, Jay, just for shits and giggles that was to happen. They were to for some reason you had to lower the age consent, right? As a
Hmm.
grown man, what in the hell could you have in common with a 13 or 14-year-old girl?
None,
Nothing.
none,
Nothing. Nothing.
none.
It's
So
just
Oh, it's about
perversion.
control. He can
yeah,
Perversion.
control her.
it is. Yeah, it is all this about control and subjugation. This is all this is about. Because
Absolutely.
the thing is, though, and the thing is, why would a man who say, "Oh, I want to go to the opera," and the girl talking about, "Oh, I want to play Nickelodeon," doesn't make any sense.
That's exactly it, and that's the difference. That's the gap that you have. You have a 13, 14-year-old child, and I'm using the word because that's what she is, a child. That all her faculties and all that thing that frontal lobe, none of that's formed yet. But you have a grown man that's been out in the world, that's been used to either has manipulated or is manipulated someone, and
You
you
know,
bring that back.
it's like it's like that other cat from Chicago. I'm not gonna say his name. Who got with a 12-year-old girl and then blamed black women for all his problems.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. If you know who I'm referring to, him, right? And I'm
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say his name because no,
right.
how notorious his ass is.
Yeah.
They treated him
It- it-
as the fucking hero when he got out of prison. He came right back on YouTube because I remember when he went to prison,
right, like that
right?
was like nothing happened. Like he didn't do
Right,
anything.
right. So because like he went to prison around 2017, and he got out around the end of 2020. He got out of prison or 2021 so around at that time. Oh yeah, he's back on YouTube, but the guy was a repeated violent offender. The first offense was that little young white girl. Then it was that black woman he put his hands on. There was another woman he put his hands on. You know, I'm like, dude, you out there. You get on YouTube and you blame everything on black woman. Black woman did this. The black woman did that. But nigga, you out here most of this shit is your fault. All of this is
Right.
your what you what
A
you
lot
do.
of it is. A lot of it
But
is. Big thing.
but
Absolutely.
before I go, I just want to say, Big J, appreciate you keeping up the good fight. And I also am just happy to say that I know for a fact in the real world that we all exist in, that these guys do not represent black men. They do not represent black male excellence. They are the leftovers. And so what they're doing is just a whole bunch of degeneracy among a bunch of degenerate men. And I'm glad they do not represent black men. So that's that
Well, I appreciate that,
for
but
sure.
yeah, but the thing is though, the way how social media is, I think they're it's
We
this
all
is
we
it's
lump
not
them in the
about
same
this is
hole.
about the next generation. We got to stop them now
Yeah,
because like they're infecting
yeah.
the
And,
minds
and, and
of you know the talking
and,
points.
and unfortunately, Jay, they got a head start on us. You know, on those. I want to say there's a war between not only between black men and black women, as they call it, the gender war. There's also a war against the internal war, black man on black man. To where it's, I can't stomach the fact that I see the way y'all treat these women, and then think that we as men that don't walk around it's just supposed to just sit by idly by and just allow it to happen. Someone asked me before, well, it ain't your business, so why are you saying anything about it? What do you care about what Angry Man is saying? What do you care about what BGS is saying? Because it is my business. These are my people. You are in my community. You might live in Michigan, you might live in Maine, you might live in Florida, you might live in South Carolina, but we all under the same struggle, right or wrong.
Yeah, right. So it's not it's not about them, right? It's not about them as it's about
Right.
who's listening to them and who's taking it and
Exactly.
adapting it to their life.
Exactly.
That
And that's
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 what
what that's right. That's what they think. They think our rhetoric towards them is about them. No, it's just maybe that one of those guys that's listening to them, instead of listening to BGS or instead of listening to Angry Man, they'll listen to someone like I don't some just I won't say me, I won't say you because of course that's easy to say, but someone that puts out decent information about what it is to be young and black, to show you the right pitfalls or show you what areas to stay away from. Go to some of
right.
these tech forums, but the majority of them, let's say like Angry Man, his stream he had the other day, there was like 800-900 folks in there. How many of them was real or pretend? I don't know, but there was enough of them in there to listen to what he was saying about uh, Charlemagne the God got roasted by what's his name?
Uh,
Larry Elders.
Larry Elder,
Okay,
Larry.
right. Okay, even the son, if the dog hold his ass up, the son will hit it at least one time. So Larry Elders can be right from time to time. Was he right
Right,
about what against him and Charlemagne's some of the points that he said? Yeah, he made sense. But for the most part, we know who Larry Elders is. And for the most part, we know who BGS is. We know who Angry Man is. So why do we as men keep going up under these umbrellas? These men don't have any good thing for you. It's all about them. Hit that link. If you don't hit the link, I'm not gonna talk no more.
right, right. So anyway, I'm gonna end this, man. I'm surprised. It's nine. It's almost nine. It's 9:26 right now.
It's
Damn.
10:26 here.
Yeah.
I almost got late. That bitch. I had a meeting at 10:30, so I got to run up out of here myself. But appreciate you
Yeah.
having me up there, man.
It
Yeah.
was
I
nice
saw
talking.
BGS up.
All
Nice
right.
talking to you too. First time, Femi, is that how? Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, and I love meeting men like you because it just gives women like hope in the world. Because when you all this rhetoric and stuff like that, it really once you get offline, we know so many men is consuming this information, and it like when you just meet a man on the street, it's hard to know how to take them because you don't know who's listening to this information. So when I listen to y'all, it just gives me so much hope for the community.
We're out here. They're still
Thank
we're
you.
still out here. Believe me. The guys out here like me and Big J all the time. I don't hang in the circles of the BGSs, but unfortunately, in order to put great things out in our community, you got to go and search out the bad. So that's why when I saw BGS up on the panel today, that's why I had to come get him.
Thank you.
All right, then. Well, I'm gonna end this live stream. Thank y'all for showing up. I'm kind of
Thank you,
tired. I'm
Big
kind of
J.
sleepy right. Yeah, I've
All
been
right,
up all.
Big J.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on for this. This was supposed to be like an hour, hour two live, and turn it to almost a 4 hour one. So yeah, yeah, I did good today. Oh, and y'all need super chat me. I don't know why y'all sitting over there being silent in that chat room with 18, yeah, 18 people watching me. Y'all need super chat me or something anyway, that because
Say you went above and beyond today, huh, Big J?
yeah, I went above and beyond because I wasn't planning on for this. I was just gonna talk about fresh and fit, say what I gotta say, and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that fresh and fit thing is actually the beginning of more things to come. So yeah, he's over there in
Yes.
Rumble, and there. I don't have a Cash App. I just have that buy me coffee um thing that's scrolling at the bottom. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. But thank y'all for coming by. I wasn't expecting it. So anyway,
All right, then, Big J. Ladies, it's nice meeting both of y'all. Y'all have a great afternoon.
hold on.
Goodbye.
What's my super chat? I don't have one right now. I don't have one right now, May. I might have to get one again. Um, I would Big J, but I use it for the wildebeest sandwich money. All right, but hey, May, if you really want to donate, hold on. Let me do this real quick. If you really want to donate to me, I think that's it. Oh, okay, well, hey, I appreciate it. But thank you for the super chat then. Yeah, but I'm on buy me a coffee. I don't do Cash App, but I'm on buymeacoffee.com. So yeah, I'm over there. Hold on. I hope I got that right. Yes, that Big J. Yeah, yeah. This is me right here. If you wanna go to donate, yeah, I'm on this right here, buymeacoffee.com big J, / Big J. Yeah, I'm there. So that's if you want to donate. But anyway, y'all be easy. I'll see y'all next time. And I'm out, y'all. And peace.